Nick.
Ryan.
And Steven! Welcome back, everybody, to Tyranny of Dragons, The Lost and Found, episode 32. Wow. Feels like it was only yesterday. You're on episode 1. But now here we are on episode 32. In our last adventure, continued on through the gloriousness, the Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer's Isle. Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer's Isle! Where the party continued their gauntlets, which I think is the correct word, of encounters, including but not limited to a fight with the Chimera, clearing out rooms using Fireball, not once but twice, including Jarella, the villain from our last module, in a absolutely disgusting display of power or good use of Fireball. Take your pick. Uh, Many battles were fought, many XP was given. I could go through and describe every single one of those rooms, but if you really want to know, audience for later, go watch the other YouTube video. It's episode 30 and 31. Cover all of it. It's gloriousness. But we've got things to do today. So, the party was successful. That's the gist of it. Before ending up finally climbing a set of stairs that did not climb upwards and downwards and lead to hallways that take 20 minutes to traverse. The party finally made it into a what appears to be a storage room from the days of Yarash, the Mad Wizard. There was a final combat of some animated pot tankard and scale, along with two sets of armor, helmed horrors, if we want to be specific. Uh, that chaos magic had some interesting effects on our friend Alder. Couldn't all just be fireballs, including a quick jaunt into the astral plane, and
Oopsie.
what appears to be an ongoing green fire effect on all of Alder's magic, including seeing what has been described and will be for the time being described as Alder's persona. That was just a
We
chat.
haven't thought of a better terminology for that yet.
Nope,
Not yet.
apparently not.
Great.
That's
Cool, cool, cool,
that's
cool, cool,
that's
cool.
that's what we got. So everybody, only Alder got to see that, and whether Alder expresses what he saw in the astral plane is completely up to him. There, the party was able to see that uh, the door leading out of this area was barred on their side, giving them a chance to rest as Alder's mage armor finally uh, dropped its magical potency. A nice little timer for the party to know that they had been adventuring through the Dark Pyramid for about 8 hours. 8 hours of nothing but raw combat, baby. Uh, including fights with purple worms and jellies of multiply rapid. mul. I've got
Hmm?
words. I've got this. Rapidly multiplying jellies. There we
There we
go.
go.
That's the right way to say that. Friendly fire in both the classic sense and the not so classic sense. Um, little little evil tadpoles, lightning chess or checkers, all sorts of fun little things. So we return back to the party, having uh, taken their long rest, finding a horn of blasting, and I guess we'll just jump straight back to where we left off. So, lost and found. How do you start your morning in the Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer's Isle?
Siren does meditate and switch out some spells, kind of with the mindset of trying to deal with the kind of chaotic in, kind of disruption of nature. So she's replacing animal friendship and beast sense with purify food and drink and entangle, and also her third level spell is now dispel magic. So
That's some nice stuff. That's very smart, sir.
and cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Rain's gonna check his body for deformities.
checking your body for deformities after a long rest. There is some of that. You know when you get a rope burn and your skin is just kind of like wet for a
Hmm.
while? On your arm that took the brunt of that acidic damage, it is very much like that. A awful kind of blue gold color. But besides what you know to be, the awful remembrance for you of having your arms dissolved in some acid the last time you encountered some oozes and slash or jellies, all your pieces are where they're supposed to be. Doesn't seem to be anything too terribly wicked going on.
Okay, and there's no new bits.
You feel over. Two nipples. No, we're good. Two of everything that they're supposed to be two of. No extra
Cool.
third appendages, so it's looking safe.
All right, cool. He's just he just knows how crazy everything was and how crazy everything that's been touched by this chaos stuff has been. So, just making sure.
An understandable position.
But other than that, it's just ration eating and getting ready to keep going, I guess. He likes to start most mornings, especially since it's easier to do with doing his tai chi now instead of any other kind of exercise.
All right, Rain gets his Tai Chi on and does a bit of a self examination, checks for lumps. No lumps to be found so far. Uh, Gelt?
As I also get up for the day, I also, prepare my, I guess, rituals and spells and everything. So I'll change out the, what's it called? Protection from poison and as my level 2 and have it be, what's it called? Magic weapon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
decent call because this isn't actually poison. We're figuring out for sure.
yeah, I thought I'm like mysterious place that we don't know about. I'm like maybe poison in there. And 8 hours in, no poison. Okay, I think we're good. So I can finally change that out. Other than that, he'll eat a ration and just don his armor for the day.
Yep, you do you do all the things you say that you do. Your connection with your horse is still unbroken. You have a nice little morning talk, just inquiry, and
Sore.
go back and forth. Just like, so here's how the day went. Just like, your horse listens intensely, but they are they alert you that they are fine. From the outside, nothing has changed. It's still icky, but not any more icky than the last time you were on the outside of the pyramid. So take that as you will.
Will do.
Quick question. How do you
Yes.
restore hit dice again?
Oh yes, thank
It
you.
is every time you take a long rest, I believe you get half of your total level of hit dice
Mm.
back.
Rounded down, I
Yep.
imagine.
Yes,
Correct.
rounded down since you guys are players. From what I saw you guys, so here's the current hit dice for everybody as you were going to bed last night. Um, 3 have been used up by Siren. 3 have been used up by Alder. Rain, you used 2 of your barbarian dice. And then Gelt, you used 4.
Yes.
So everybody would get 2 dice back. So Gelt, that would leave you with 3 hit die for the day.
Yes. Mhm.
Siren and Alder, that would leave you with 4 hit die for the day. And then Rain, you have all your hit die back.
Yes, indeed.
Thank
I
you
can
for
play
asking.
fast and loose.
Yep, that is why I kept track. Ooh, for the Horn of Blasting, there is a command word for it that must be spoken if you are to use it. The command word is prakt. Prakt. Does anybody speak giant?
No.
Then
Cool.
you don't know what that means. So, but
Ooh.
the command word, not control word, the command word is prakt.
Okay.
Which once somebody figures out some good old Jotun, then I will be happy to tell you what that means. And then that leaves, with that little point of order, Alder, how do you start your day?
Well, Alder, I'm imagining, is waking up quite rough and quite sore. Again, after being eaten by a bunch of magical piranhas and then being knocked down a number of times as well and hit by a boulder. And just some weird dreams. And I think even as Alder wakes up, he's going to do a little bit of conjure flame and is just curious, just like, if any of that green flame that he's been dreaming on is still kind of sticking around.
You hold out your hand and you call forth the flame, your inner flame, to your hand, and it starts off normal enough, but it does still have that green fire that kind of rings the outside of it.
I do not know how to make heads or tails of this thing. Because, like, I imagine Alder has not seen anything like this with his flame up to this point.
That is correct. This is new. I mean, you're aware of, different flames and their heats have different colors, but green isn't typically in the natural color scheme of fire. Red, yellow, orange, white, blue. You've got all those normal colors. Green, something's funky there. But it doesn't seem to hurt you. You kind of push and pull it. Shape it a little bit, put some control into it, and it listens to you just as much as any of your normal flames would.
So, it's still my fire, but just don't quite know what to make of the color yet. Yeah, he will just kind of ruminate on that and play around with his flame as everybody's getting ready.
Gelt touches himself. Alder plays with his flame. Just practicing
Yep.
cantrips. Cirque eats a ration. Takes stock of the arrows that she has left. Does some stretches. Being an elf, she does not sleep, so she did her trance, and then by the time you guys are all rousing from sleep, Cirque is well through her morning kind of rituals as well.
If she needs any arrows, I do have some, because I haven't used any of mine yet.
I also still have mine and my short bow as well.
Yeah, she's. I've been keeping track. She's down to 8 arrows. So if you have arrows to give, she will take it.
No, we can provide her basically to get. Because what does she want to have? Like, do we want to have like 20 on her dom?
Yeah, that's
as like her
typically
topped out.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
about as much as her quiver will hold. The arrows that you have, Rain, unsurprisingly, are perfect for her bow.
Perfect. Then we'll go with that. I think that'll work out best. Because you have a short bow, you said, right, Gel?
Yes, I do.
Then yeah, we'll go with the ones I have. So I give her 12 of my arrows.
Ironic that my brother's arrows would return to me, although typically I didn't think they would be handed over more. More have been fired.
So I suppose it may be the best case scenario for you to receive them then.
Well, let's hope today's a bit better and you don't catch any of these today either. Also, once again, I am so sorry about that.
It's understandable. Honestly, if there's one person in this group to take any amount of damage, it's me. This body can be reforged as I need it. Sorry, that's really high level dwarven rhetoric, but never mind.
Okay.
He's in a state right now.
She sees your arm and she actually pulls out from her pack some herbs and such and chews them up and kind of takes your arm and puts it on there and it kind of makes a salve and stops your arm from being so leaky is the word I'm gonna use.
Ew.
Weak.
Yep, we'll get that
I need
wrapped
that.
up too with my medicine and stuff. Yep. Thank you.
Yes. All right, keep this on hand. 2 days, your own skin should start to grow back better. But if you keep that open, especially here, well, whatever this stuff is, I'm sure whatever infection you get from it would be quite nasty.
Yeah, almost guaranteed. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Least I can do. All right, lost and found. Your morning rituals completed. Bandages placed. Armor donned. Uh, Weapons collected. New magical items. Who has the Horn of Blasting? Just for me to know.
Sounds
I
like a red thing.
Cool. I didn't technically write it down because I was waiting for if anybody else wanted it, but I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, all right. I'll mark that down just so I know. So it's not like they pull out the Horn of Blasting. Wait, who had the Horn of Blasting? So that's a good
Schrodinger's
point.
horn of blasting.
Schrodinger's Horn of Blasting. We all have a version of it. It's just whoever uses it first suddenly has it.
Right. Yeah, that's where it is now.
Perfect.
Oh my.
Um,
Okay, so I'm actually going to crib that idea for my
That is
game
actually
because that's the
brilliant.
perfect kind of magic item for how weird my game is.
That is a really good magic item, actually.
Brilliant.
As we're getting going, Syrian's gonna nudge Alder, and like we're all tired as fuck, but she has a bit of a smile on her face, and she's just like, "You feeling all right, Alder? You look a bit green." And like nudges him as she says it. Huh?
Alder just gives you that look, and you know exactly the look that you're receiving right now. Are we gonna call me
Sorry.
green on this now? Or?
Okay, you can't take the Iron Fist part. That's fine. Ooh.
he does smile a bit though.
I want
This
to tell
moment.
you -1 for that, but I'm not going to.
Oh,
I want to, but I'm not going
it
to.
was for the sake of morale, Don.
Mhm,
For
and
the
it was
sake of morale.
perfect.
This is why you're not taking a -1. So,
Ugh.
you guys looking around, besides the Horn of Blasting and other bits and bobs, including partially melted, no longer animate objects, crushed tankards, slightly smelted scales, a suit of armor that is unwound like a can of tuna that rests on the side. There doesn't seem to be much more in here. Other, odd bits of like storage items. So if you guys were ever looking for like a ruler or something, this would be the place. But
Are there like vials and pouches and stuff that I can swipe?
give me an investigation check.
You got it.
I assume no books lying around.
I got a 16 on investigation.
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be any books in here, Siren, and I assume older as well. Looking around, yeah, there's some vials, but they're not like the nice little vials and stuff. They're close to like Erlenmeyer flasks. Like they're pretty significant, sized.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
looking
they
at one,
more
you're
than
just like,
likely.
oh, this could definitely hold like up to a gallon of stuff in there. It seems to a lot of bulk vials.
Got it. Okay. Would probably break if I was trying to keep along with me while adventuring and stuff. So he'll leave that be. That's totally fine.
Would be difficult, not impossible, but difficult. Especially with
Knowing how much Rain throws himself into the center of everything.
that's a good bit of self-insight.
He is aware how much of a bull and what kind of things are a china shop he is.
So, after one kind of last scan of the room, you guys all ready yourselves. There is the singular door out of here, and then of course the kind of set of stairs that led you in. Listening through, nothing has come up or made any noise behind you guys since you guys have entered into this room. So I suppose with the door ahead of you, are you guys in your typical marching order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say so.
Rain,
Yes.
Siren, Alder, Gelt, Cirque.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I will say older. You noticed it yesterday, but it's especially today. Her Siren's left shoulder is like constantly fidgeting, and she's constantly like rubbing it and just like stretching it and stuff.
Like somebody who's really obsessed with their beard. That's how Siren is with like her shoulder.
Yeah, totally.
What's the issue? Do you got a load on your shoulder?
It's just that new tattoo hasn't quite set in yet, I don't think.
Oh, you. Hmm. Did you not get anything to put on? I mean, I haven't gotten tattoos, but I imagine that stuff to be a little rough.
You are meant to avoid irritation, and that night of sleep on the ground didn't help, but I'll make do.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, we'll get out of here. Who knows when? So.
That's very reassuring.
Oh, and thinking about that, actually, I'm gonna real quick. Alder will actually real quick pop the mage armor too. And he's like, "I'll be a little bit of a clock on that one."
Hey.
Good on you.
Cirque nods in agreement. So, mage armor cast. More puns had between Alder and Siren. A punderful duo. One could say. +1 to the DM.
That's our team name, I guess.
Yep, the
Wonderful
Battle
duo.
Buddies
I
and
like
the Wonderful Duo.
Mhm.
With guest star Surik.
Yeah.
Rain, since you are leading the way, you can lift up the kind of the wooden bar from your side. It's moving it up. You can tell that this has not moved in a very long time.
Mm.
While sturdy, it appears that you guys wouldn't take a heavy insight, especially with the dust and kind of when things are in the same place for a while, how they stick, even though they're not sticky.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so when it comes up, you've got
Tacky.
enough. Your normal people strength is enough to more the bar. The door opens up, and you see in front of you a small. It's not quite a room. It looks like it would have been a hallway. You look to your left, and it goes for about 20 feet or so before you can see that this hallway, wherever it used to lead to, has collapsed. But straight across, you see kind of a. If the hallway going, cardinal direction south, if you're looking to your left, is collapsed and you can't go through it, going towards the west, straight across from you, is like collapsed, but it opens up an area. And you can hear everyone. I should just write it down. Passive perceptions for everyone. I know Gelt, yours is 9.
Yeah.
Siren's is 17.
17,
Reigns is 13.
13.
Alder's 11.
11. Surik is 15. Surik and Siren, as you guys kind of make your way out of this, you can hear ahead in the next kind of past the open collapsed area, you can hear whispers and kind of a hissing kind of guttural noise. Siren, roll me insight.
Will do. 14?
14. You definitely don't understand the language, but you have had enough interactions with it now to where you can recognize. Sounds like someone is, excuse me, whispering in Draconic.
Siren puts a hand on Red's shoulder and motions for everyone else to like be extra quiet and kind of motions for Gelt to listen in that direction.
I guess I'll quietly go see if I can't hear what they're talking about. If I
Make
can't.
me a stealth check and a perception check.
Boy. I'm gonna go with the stealth first, and that's gonna be a 19.
A 19, yeah.
And then you said perception next, right?
Mm-hmm. So go, you make your way kind of through this broken tunnel, just kind of coming around the corner Scooby-Doo style, looking over and kind of listening in.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. Well, it's better than your passive.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure what they're saying, but looking in, you see it appears to be 6 figures in kind of this 30 by 20 room. Looking around, you can see 5 of these figures must at least be 6, maybe 7 feet tall.
Oof.
Many of them have reptilian-like features, but many of them also have odd mutations. Some have various colors, bright colors, some closer to chromatic, some more metallic. Some have fur instead of scales. You see one has a third arm, like a fully formed like third arm. One seems to be in kind of shaman-esque like clothing. Very think of kind of like the clothing that Rattle Shirt wears, if anybody can remembers that
Yep.
obscure character from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I do.
Thank you. So you can see the shaman one is talking to the 6 figure, and the 6 figure is the most intimidating out of all. Has to at least be 12 feet tall. They're kind of hunched in this the ceiling only being 10 feet. They're enormous, taking up a huge chunk of this room. They're the most reptilian of this one, but far more almost amphibian-like. They've got like more webbed claws, and you can see what appears to be gills. It almost kind of like a frill, like the little spitter dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, but 12 feet. As the shamanesque looking one is talking to this incredibly large looking creature. You recognize that it is indeed draconic. With the 10, you're not able to put together, but you can clearly hear in a very old tongue of draconic, the shaman looking one refers to the gigantic one as queen. For a size comparison, the one referred to as queen is larger than even Bogclaw.
Oof.
Nobody's better than Bugclaw.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Bogclaw is king.
We won that fight for him. Let's all just be very honest
He's
about
an
that.
ally. Okay, he's an ally for life.
Oh, yeah, he would have explicitly died without our aid.
Yeah. Guys, I don't really like the way this looks, and like because they look like lizard folk, I'm not even gonna use my divine sense. I just don't think there's a purpose. Well, this doesn't look good. I don't.
You moved ahead, so if you're gonna talk to us, move back.
Oh, I didn't think I moved that far ahead. Sorry.
You moved enough to peek your head around the corner and get a look of this. You can't hear what they you can't quite hear what they're saying. You definitely confirm is draconic, and they look like maybe once upon a time they were lizard folk.
Mm,
Okay. Sorry, I thought I was closer to the group than that. Then I'll make a sneak back a
Yeah,
little
you're
bit.
you're probably 15, 20 feet away, and then you move 15, 20 feet away. With your 19, you're able to. There's a
Shit.
little
Guys.
tiny. Think of like the old Dexter or Powerpuff Girl cartoons where someone's
Animation.
sneaking and they do the little. And they take the little
I
baby
Yes.
steps.
love that. Thank you.
That's no
Very good stuff.
And that's Gelt returning back.
So what's ahead?
About 6 or 7 figures there. Look of draconic nature, but warped. I'd say similarly like. Oops, sorry, moving my mic closer. I'd say similarly warped like those kobolds we encountered that were affected by Tiamat.
Well, no, they were affected by the chaos.
Oh, the chaos. But they were claws of Tiamat is what I'm getting mixed up with. That's right.
Or at
Weren't
least
they?
we assume that they were affected by the chaos. And yes, those kobolds and Jarella were part of the claws of Tiamat, but
Yeah.
that should be all but disbanded at this point. We never saw her work. Well, what kind of? So they're draconic. How big do they look like?
6 to 7 feet, with the biggest one being with the last one being the biggest, and they refer to her as or them as queen. They're
Definitely
massive.
sounds more like lizard folk than dragonborn.
For sure. The elites of the locals, maybe. There were tribes that were around this island.
mm.
They have
If-
been,
I
It
mean,
would
it'll
make sense.
probably be hard to convince them to allow us to continue and help them, but it's
nigh
either
impossible, I imagine.
but we at least have to try, or just quietly follow behind them as they take care of stuff for us, which sounds shitty in my opinion.
True.
Mm.
Mm.
If there's that many and one of them is a fucking giant, I am also. It's rough, but I think we may need to talk to him. See if we can form an alliance, maybe.
Mm.
I wish that you could speak Draconic, Seer, because I'd rather
True.
have our resident lady be the one doing the talking to a queen.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
even going to ask, how do we lead off on a conversation?
Yeah,
like that?
why are we down
This
here?
is quite the place to be having it, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We explained to them that the infection that has plagued their people has spread so far that it's plaguing the humans down the Stoja now. We've come to fix a problem that has spread farther than they may even realize. And it happens to be the same one that they're trying to.
Why don't we? We're not in. We're obviously in a hurry, but not so much that we can't perhaps just wait and watch them for a little while and see
What
how
they're
they
up to.
behave and decide based on that.
I'm cool with that idea.
Well, you're the only one that can talk to them, Gelt, so
Yes.
you really do get to make the end-all decision, unless I
Yeah,
decide to be an asshole and
If
start
you
a
don't
fight.
want to even bother talking to them, that's
I
your decision.
Don't want to fight people that we don't have to fight. Like, and who's to say I know? But like, and they're also speaking, and this is what makes them weird, is they're speaking an old tongue of Draconic. So I don't feel the most comfortable about that, and I would definitely like to observe them for a little bit longer before we act, if we could.
Did Bogclaw speak Old Draconic, or did he speak the Draconic you're used to?
I thought he was I thought he spoke more like the Draconic that I was used to, right, Dom?
Definitely not in our as archaic as this draconic sounds. It's would be the equivalent of like old English draconic is what they're speaking. Like,
Oh, okay.
my liege. Well, Bogclaw's cute.
Thou doth protest.
Gotcha. And then gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
It is very much, it's like if you hear Old English, you're like, that's definitely draconic. It's not the draconic you talk, but it's you could definitely understand. If you saw it written down, you'd be like, yeah, sure, got it. But
All the
it's the
dialect
same.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same as when we, it'd be like reading Shakespeare. It's like, this is definitely English.
Got it. Okay.
Those are words, and I could maybe guess what they mean individually.
Look, there's an and. And is the
Guessing what
same.
they mean together is
Yeah.
a fun puzzle.
He said shit.
All right. Well, then let's wait until we hear them move on, and hopefully they don't come this direction.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if they do, then I think that's time
Happenstance,
to.
yeah. Act.
Well, and if we meet them, it's time for you to start talking, is what it is.
Well, yes. If they begin to approach, you will declare our presence, and if they
Yes.
act hostily, then we shall return it.
All right.
True.
Well, then, Siren, if you can focus your senses down that direction and see if you can hear them moving on.
Okay.
And can I still try to pick up on what they're saying, Dom?
Siren and Gelt make me perception checks.
Up to. Nice. That's a 24.
14.
24. Yeah, you guys can hear them. They do not appear to be moving on. After kind of studying for a little bit, they are currently, it appears to be administering medicine, I guess. Looks like they are patching up after a battle of sorts. Gelt, you listen in with a 14. You're able to pick up in this old kind of archaic. You're not close enough to like hear the full conversation because they are having kind of a quiet conversation themselves. Watching, it appears that they too are also trying not to be discovered in their kind of makeshift infirmary here. But they do refer to you're listening in, and the closest you can interpret it sounds like talking about a fight with a manling in red clothing.
Mm.
And you guys listen in for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, about a half hour. You can see that they don't appear to be moving anywhere as as the shaman continues to tend to the largest one. And looking through, you can see that she has with Seared and Gout, both roll me medicine.
Okay.
18.
18.
12.
12. Geltz, you're more focused on trying to like figure out what it is that they're saying. You're like straining to hear, and then what you can hear, trying to filter it through and translate, and then find how to say that in common. Siren, you guys once again Scooby-Doo style are watching. It appears that she on one arm is suffering from frostbite,
Oof.
like exposure to extreme cold.
Man in a manling in a red coat that can use frost magic.
That's what it seems like, yes.
Well, a manling in red. I don't know if we heard.
Oh,
coat
sorry,
or
not coat.
cloak.
Sorry.
Manling in red is the
Yeah, that's it.
closest
Yeah.
interpretation.
And if it's a caster in red, it's pretty much shoot on sight for us. So,
Yep.
all right.
Well, friend of our friend is
Right. I think it would be, we would be remiss to not attempt diplomacy.
Okay. Well, then, Gelt, you put on that old Tyrian or Tyr charm, and feel a little bit of my luck too, as he gives you a good pat and gives you a bardic inspiration.
Right, Christ Almighty, I need that.
You're wearing your brain cell, aren't you?
Definitely. And actually, at Yes, I am wearing my brain cell right now. One sec. What do I
You
want to
wear
do?
a brain cell? Sir says from the back.
You remembered to pack your brain, right?
That's right.
We 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 found a headband on our most recent adventure that boosts his brain capacity quite significantly.
Okay.
Yeah, magic is weird, but it really helps when he needs to be the one who does the talking.
I do.
Right.
One sec. Okay.
And you can see
so-
her. Rain, do you speak Sylvan?
Nope.
I do.
Yeah. You see her mouth move with your passive perception. You can see it in the Sylvan equivalent of, what the fuck?
Amazing.
What are you looking up, Jacob?
Just what calm emotions does.
Save that
They
for.
know you're casting magic on them.
Oh, that's freaking
Unless
right.
you
And
can
there's a
subtle
shaman.
cast.
No, nope.
I would just
Yeah.
lean into using your channel divinity,
Charisma.
probably.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
I would recommend declaring your presence from
Yeah.
far away, and if they charge you, I will cast Spike Growth, and they will suffer greatly for it.
We should all realistically be right behind him so that they are aware of full numbers for diplomacy's sake.
Yes.
Mhm.
If
Yes.
anybody steps in afterwards, that will turn into a fight.
Yeah.
And everyone keep their weapons sheathed, and I'll just have my walking stick out.
I'm gonna have my shield on my back and my weapon at my side. Hands kind of. I mean, I do always still look intimidating T-post, but. All right. Well, then we start to slowly move into the area and have Gelt announce us.
So I'll go in there, and because I didn't want to let him know that I was listening into their draconic conversation, I will first in common go, "Hail, travelers!"
Gelt leading the way. There's kind of like this old kind of cloth that kind of hangs that you guys have been peering through, and kind of pushes it back and hail and well met, travelers. And then
Fucking Leohard.
it just
energy.
there's that silence that just rings as then all of them turn to you, and there's just kind of that 1001.
There was a reason we had
1002.
you say it.
1003.
Okay, and then in draconic, he'll realize, noticing, I can see you maybe don't understand that tongue. No, how's this one?
The one in shaman clothing goes better than the
What?
other.
I can't tell you how welcome it is to see a group of travelers down amidst this wild pyramid. Do you mind if we break with you?
You don't need to roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, cool. On top of that, I'm gonna activate my channel divinity too to get this real poppin'. So +5. Oh wait, no, that's for charisma. Oh, yeah, it's for persuasion.
And then you have my bardic
Oh.
inspiration if you really want to make it.
It's true,
juice.
but it's gonna be 24.
24. Yeah, the four other lizard folk esque at this point are pretty much prepped to spear you, although they're not spears, they're tridents.
Get
and
warming,
the-
indifferent.
And the queen begins to shift, and for a second you're like, oh shit, before the one in shaman like clothing weaves together their kind of clawed hands and puts a claw kind of in the middle of their tongue until you see kind of a drop of blood go through, and then spits. Well, traveler, I hope that this is a better tongue so that we may converse.
Are they speaking common?
Perfect common.
Oh, they did the ritual. Okay, wow, that was. I've never seen that before.
Oh,
Well, Alder does it different, doesn't he? Like,
Oh,
Uh,
this isn't comprehend languages. This is something
oh,
different altogether.
oh, is it? Oh, okay,
Because
cool.
she's speaking it.
Yeah.
Speaking. Oh, holy
Yeah, this
shit.
is not
oh yeah, and
exactly how that works.
it's not like listening to you've heard other lizard folk speak common, and
Mhm.
it's always much more difficult, and it is very present that they do not have lips and tongues that are suited for speaking the common tongue. This comes out perfectly clear and almost like an English accent.
And this is the shaman, right?
Yes,
Yes.
and this is, I mean, all of you guys can hear this, and you all hear the same thing.
Oh.
Coolio.
Well, that'll make things considerably simpler, I suppose. Nice to meet you all. Um, we are an adventuring guild, come from down the Stoja now, to stop whatever's been leaking out of this place. I imagine much like you all.
Well, yes, that is a quite correct inference, considering that you are on our island inside our pyramid, so welcome to the shit show, as one might say.
As we said, we are relieved to see little less hostile faces. You're the first to not spear us immediately.
Well, don't speak too soon.
Hey, a moment's rest is still warranted down here. We appreciate the time to talk.
We assure you we haven't come for anything on your island other than to stop the corruption. We would happily leave in peace as soon as our work is done.
A moment, please. And turns and begins relaying this in that kind of archaic, draconic. Gelt, even now that you're close now, it is very much. This is a different draconic that you are used to. Like you, between the what you've heard, the body language, and enough draconic, you're getting the gist. But once again, it's like having someone speak in Shakespearean prose, and you're a freshman in public high school. You're like, I don't know what they're saying to me, and there's no spark notes for this.
What about cliff notes?
That's another deep cut. Unfortunately, Gelt does not have his Cliff Notes browser open up on his tier tablet.
Nope, he's not researched enough to have that. He barely uses Wikipedia.
Is it in my cookbook? Wait, I left that back home.
Shit!
I need my tools!
And you can see the large. The queen looks to you all with a very much. Might not have the appearance of a typical lizard folk, but that gaze, yeah, that's lizard folk royalty gaze. that has not been affected by this place. And you hear there's a big like breath through the nose, nods and continues to let the her subjects continue to kind of patch her up. As the shaman returns back. Well, I believe we do have an understanding, so you've stated your business, I suppose. The queen isn't going to kill you on sight, so that's positive.
We greatly appreciate her benevolence. However, is there anything that you can tell us about this corruption if you'd be willing to give us some knowledge, if any?
Can give you some knowledge, yes, if your intentions are to help rid this. I don't know even in this language if I have the words for what this is.
Uh, any word's better than what we have for it. But as my multicolored dwarven friend here said, we did come here with the sole intent of eradicating this.
Well, alright, I can tell you what's been going on in the last moon or so. Here, sit.
Takes a seat.
And you can see that now that you guys are in here, you can see looking around. There's like 2 large barrels filled with water that are one side of the room. among the other sides, there's a few cushions covered in leather. Some of the side walls have kind of curtained doorways. This is not just an impromptu place to set up. This is far more actual furniture here than just a run-of-the-mill. It's like, oh, hiding out here. This has been lizard folk furnished, is the best way to phrase it.
Interesting.
Is this where you all stay regularly then?
Well, I stay here regularly. The queen, her warriors, and the males of our tribe who look after the young typically stay to the north of the island. Looking
All
now
right.
that you guys are all in here, you all notice, and that's besides the shaman, they are all female lizard-like folk.
Yo, boy, good. I really like that. I am really glad nobody has brought up Bogclaw yet.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
I'll
mentioned
leave
him
that
at
out.
all.
I'll leave that out of this.
Well, so
Would your warriors be amicable to working with strangers, or would you prefer us just be on our way?
oh, personally, I think that would be a great idea, but smart moves are not appreciated among lizard folk, so the short answer would be no, they would never fight side by side with you.
Okay.
Well, at least you know
Understood.
that.
Yes, if you had not talked to me, most assuredly the queen would have had them snap your bones and use them to furnish new clothing.
I have
That sounds
never
about right.
I have never been more glad that you speak Draconic, Gelt. Dear
I
Lord.
know. I know. I took it. So it was like when I was creating my character. Well, I'm like, what do I want? I'm like, I'm gonna go with Draconic because my first character, and that's it. The only reason I chose it.
But yeah, that
Good
gives
choice
you a
for the
good.
Tyranny of Dragons campaign, you know?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoosh!
But yeah, if there's anything specific that you all have learned about this corruption that you can tell us, that would be interesting. I do have another specific question about it if you'd like me to ask that first.
Might as well get it all out on the floor.
How long does it take for people to start changing? Or is that upon exposure directly to the stuff?
Oh, this isn't exposure to that. This is simply how we are.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, a bit of a history lesson, if you would.
Yes, please.
We are descendants of the lizard folk who originally were here on the island before the one known as Yarash built this place. Our ancestors were... The word is things of play, I believe. We were...
Toys.
Pets.
something like that, but with meaning. We are the descendants of those same playthings, and this has become our island in the meantime. So many of us born here have unique gestures, and, kind of points out, like, extra appendages, some of that. So most of this is naturally affirming. However,
Okay.
the stuff, as you call it, that falls from the side of the pyramid, that, the longer you're in it, the more likely it is permanent. If you grow with it, it grows with you, as we found with our now carnivorous crops.
We did see those on the way in.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, and I'm sorry for that. As far as the leak itself, do you know what's even causing it right now?
We don't know what causes it, but we know it has something to do with that manling in red and the conquerors at the top of the pyramid.
And the what at the top of the pyramid?
The conquerors, we
Manlings?
don't have a name for them. They're tall toads of different colors. They're very strong. Some have magic. And when they first appeared, they looked like, and looks over to you, Gelt, you, but weak. Then they grew odd bulges and burst. Then small creatures came out of them, eat whatever's left, and then they grow strong.
Fuck. And this
What
only
is
happens to manlings?
I at first thought it was just something that your people did, but I
Is
don't
there
know
like
where they
a
come from
history
or
or
what
a
they
honor
are,
roll?
but they are at the top, past my quarters, at the very tip of the pyramid.
Well, I think we have an idea of who the men in red are. We've
Yeah.
fought those wizards in the past. They're a terrible bunch who's just seeking to expand their power via whatever magical means necessary.
Yes, they corrupted the queen's daughter. She went out into manling territory to claim a great destiny. Ever since, we have made it not only our duty but our joy to engage them whenever possible. Unfortunately, one of them is non-dead. Makes it difficult to deal with.
That seems to be our specialty, actually, is dealing with the undead.
Undead. Non-dead sounds better. But regardless, if you want to uncover whatever it is that is going on, you will need to make it to the top of the pyramid. However, we did just finish up a engagement? And as she's saying that, like, the accent is perfect, but the words are... It doesn't match what the tongue is doing at all. It's like a dub over. It's like the words are definitely common coming out, but it's like way too much teeth and like weird tongue movements. It's really disconcerting.
There's like
I love magic.
bad CGI.
Yeah, it's like that John Mulaney bit. I'm just like, oh no, Godzilla is attacking the town. But in common from a mutated lizard folk.
Oh god.
If you plan on stopping this, you will most likely have to finish the fight with that manling in red, then pass by my chambers up to the top of the pyramid. I can give you a brief description and
That would
give
any information you can give out.
Oh,
for passing my domain.
thank you. I think you'd be the best one to ask this of anybody. Do you know if there are any of the writings of your ash still left here?
Yes, I do not read the scribbles of manlings, but we have not moved many of them. Where the manling in red is now was one area at the top, and kind of kind of grabs part of like the kind of cloth that makes kind of these makeshift doors and rips a piece off and then like scratches out kind of a brief outline, like looking at it, what appears to be like a 60 by 60 square, and in it points out this is Urash's personal quarters, which are the same as the day he was defeated. Here is, and points at kind of like the explanation of like a guard area towards like the front entrance, and then kind of points out some to other places and gives you kind of a rough estimate of what kind of the top looks like. It looks like it's mostly one big room, with some pipes leading towards the center into kind of a back room, and then across the back room is Urash's personal quarters. If they're there, they're there.
Okay, thank you.
If you are going, you'll have to pass by my refuge, which is, the words are guards and wards. I believe it's what it's called. When you enter, with your eyes closed, make 10 and 10 and 10 steps. After the first 10 steps, close your mouth and do not take in the air. It is quite foul. When you have stepped 10 and 10 and 10 times, reach out. They reach out with their left hand, kind of wiggles it, and that is the way to the top.
So 10 by 10 by 10 steps. Do not breathe. Reach out. And that is the way.
Very good.
I was saying it at the same time that you were saying it too. I was just muted, Jacob.
Okay.
And I didn't realize until I was done. But yep, I said the exact same thing. So
Cool.
I think we got it.
Good stuff.
Thank you. That would be impossible to surmise otherwise, I think.
Yeah.
So I
We
doubt
might
that
have lost
many
it there.
people have made it through without just brute forcing that magic.
It's the only reason that the manling in red has not reached the top to whatever it is.
All right. Well, let's go take care of this manling in red, and then go take care of these conquerors. Fucking Christ.
When you go to the top, some of our people have sided with the conquerors, thinking that it is the best way to survive. We would very much like to have them back. And speaks to the queen, kind of nods. There will be a reward for returning our people, as decreed by our queen.
In our
And
experience,
you say it was of
oh,
their
go ahead.
own will and not magic.
The conquerors are powerful, and power is respected.
I see.
Break down the power structure, they go back to what they're used to.
Well, we'll
Or
just
at
have
least we hope.
to hit the conquerors really hard to show them who's the more capable side.
Or if push comes to shove, even if they start fighting us, if we take them out, they should stop.
Yes.
Hopefully. Okay. Any other questions from anybody?
No.
No, I don't believe so.
Alder?
I think that'll do for now, essentially. I mean,
Yeah,
we've got a good guess of kind of what's coming up ahead and about as much as we're going to know about what's leaking, so that's pretty much everything I had on my mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for having words with us and helping us on our way. We will be out of your hair as soon as we can. Or out of your scales.
Depends on who
And-
you're talking to. And kind of gestures to one that has fur, one that has scales but like a fish, one that has scales but are metallic, one that has scales but are partially chromatic,
I love
One that
it.
doesn't have any scales.
Oof.
Yeah, real
See.
fleshy.
All right.
You
Well,
have two ways to get to this manling in red, and lead you kind of through another set of curtains. And there's a long hallway, but looking out to your right, there's actually you can see bits of morning light actually shooting through. And looking out, you can see you're quite a whiles up. You gotta at least be 60, maybe even closer to 100 feet up in the air. It's a great view of looking up north towards the Stojanau. It appears that they have made a tunnel of sorts out through the side of the pyramid. It goes. It's steep, but technically climbable, leading out of the pyramid. Heading down kind of directs you that if you follow this, when you reach the end, and then wiggles their hand out to the left, there's a door that can lead you into the back ways of where this manling is red. Or, and then points if you back into the room and where they have their own kind of barred door set up. This will also lead you in the same way. My refuge, and then points down kind of the hallway, and there's a door on the left, is through there for when you're finished.
So basically, we have the front way in or the back way in to where the guy in red is, in theory.
In theory.
Okay.
This seems pretty obvious a choice to me. Catch him by surprise, going the back way.
Unless that's the way he's looking because he's searching for stuff.
He wouldn't. He would still anticipate attacks from where he came from, not where he's going, I imagine.
True. All right. Well, then let's take that way.
True.
You know me, I just love to throw out my little wrenches when I can.
Well, descent is productive.
Especially when I'm willing to compromise / listen to your reason.
Yeah. But
All right.
yeah.
Well, then let's make our way down down this back way into where he is.
True. Dom, would you have counted this as a short rest?
No. Absolutely not. No, I'm
Just
sorry. You guys haven't done anything.
It's not exactly restful. There was a lot of hostile intent in the air.
Hey, Gelt was oblivious to it.
That's true.
Okay, no short rest.
So-
So, at this point, I'm gonna throw something up for you. Check out this sick new flavor.
More game. Good throwback, huh?
So,
Oh boy!
Yes, we go.
Ooh.
Floor plan.
I haven't seen a map in a hot minute.
Right. Oh, we know where we're going, kind of.
yeah. So you guys are in Area 4 right now.
Perfect.
You guys started in Area 5. The lizard folks' way out of the temple from here is that kind of pathway up at the top.
That just leads outside of the
leads-
rest of the dungeon, basically.
Yes.
Got it.
You know, if you were
On
to
the top
run,
is actually north.
yep, on top is actually north. So there is the kind of way that the lizard folks. Yeah, you can see the map. You can see that all roads lead to Rome. One way or another.
So where is our end destination that the
Is going to be
guy in
1A.
red is right now? 1A.
Yes, the
Got it.
manling in red with their tribe is in 1A currently. That is
And-
what we can say out of character. This is where Yarash's laboratory is.
I'm so excited. And then we just said we wanted to go which direction? To the west? Or did we say we were going to go down to
Yeah,
the
the
south?
at the bottom of it, it might be kind of hard to see, but area there's two Area 2s, one kind of to the north and one to the south. If you follow that all the way down on the left, it is a secret door that leads into this area and then pops out into there.
Got it.
And then that will lead you straight into Area 1A. Or
Cool.
Yarash's laboratory.
Cool.
So,
Alrighty.
beam, 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 all the way down, up through there, pop, into 1A.
So sadly, I don't think any fireballs, Older, wouldn't want to destroy the laboratory.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it in the pocket just in case. But I know not to go in guns blazing with it. Not yet.
Ugh, it's still so impressive to think about. Dear Lord, dude.
Yes, I mean, we're all in such good shape now because of, well, because of all of us, but those spells were something else.
I've been sitting
All right.
on that one, and ever since we got that scroll, man. But
Mhm.
but you got to be smart about it, obviously.
All right. Well, let's start making our way then. And I miss you.
So you guys head
Making our way outside. Sorry.
into kind of going down the hall. You pass room number 3, which has its kind of doors open, giving it a cursory. Cursory? I believe that's the right word.
Cursory?
Yes. Cursory glance into the room. It appears to be an old armory, but has long been stripped of anything of value. There's empty racks of things, lots of rusted out looking things. Moving through, you go all the way, hooking around to get to the bottom of the map. And there, just as directed by the shaman, is kind of this if you weren't looking for it, you would have missed it, but since you are looking for it, I don't need any rolls. Would have been a secret door that leads into a small room. In this room, there are long shelves that kind of line the walls of this room. A row of tall stone urns lines one of the walls, and there are some broken bottles and rusted metal boxes on the shelves.
A storeroom?
Indeed.
Do these appear to be funerary urns or urns for like holding organs and stuff?
Make me an investigation check.
That's a 15.
A 15. A little bit of both.
Got
Some
it.
are filled with ashes. Some are filled with strange liquids. Some glow. Some do not. Looking around, one of the metal boxes. It's the only one that looks to be still completely intact, and you kind of poke open into it, and there you find one perfectly preserved flask.
A flask?
Mm-hmm. And picking it up, you can hear kind of sloshing liquid inside of it.
Can I open it and use my knowledge of brewing to try and identify if it's an alcohol I know?
You uncork it or kind of, and you do like the chemistry whiff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this incredibly sharp smell. And with your experience with brews, this is no alcohol. That there's some acid.
Ooh, thank God you didn't drink it.
I'm not dumb enough to just drink strange liquid.
So yes, you find one flask of
Not anymore.
alchemist's acid.
Cool. I'm
Um,
actually gonna add that to my list because you actually have to use strength to throw alchemist acid because it's just an improvised thrown weapon. So
Indeed.
I'm gonna add that on.
So you guys are in the southern room number 2 if we're looking at the map. There is a door that leads out, and then from there, haven't been giving instructions by the shaman of the lizard folk. It's just a quick right, and then that is where your quarry lies, or stands, or her spells.
So, do we want to do our standard? Well, do we want to rush in? Do we want to try and take it quiet and start the combat, undetected? What's the plan?
I think perhaps starting undetected would be the best way to decide how to engage. Give ourselves the most options. I can't imagine this will be an easy fight.
Nope, if they've made it all the way this far. And the last, apparently, surviving member of these red wizards, then no doubt is going to be a strong person.
Definitely. Can I stand in the very corner of this room before we head out and try to do my divine sense just to get a scope of the next room over or so?
Yeah, you can go ahead and use your divine sense. From which corner? Cardinal direction.
Northeast.
The northeast.
Thank you.
Yes. Cardinal directions I'm great with.
From the continuing on northeast, it's you reach out and right at the very edge of your sense, you do get one singular ping of undead.
Oof. Go ahead.
Oh.
Let my friends know. Oh, I found
Right.
one.
Right, she did mention there was a non-dead one that they were having issues actually taking out.
Yes.
Okay, so then, Gelt, we know your focus.
Yeah, that's your target.
You focus on taking out the undead. We'll focus on.
Helping
Well,
you.
ideally, I'm going to grapple a wizard.
Yeah.
Grapple them, get them to the ground, and keep them there to be bit blasted and stabbed.
Good stuff. Real quickly, does undead count as a person?
No, they're not humanoids for hold person or for charm person.
Thank you. Well, the charm person definitely. They don't have a really good.
And most undead are immune to charms and frightens.
Is that a charm? Because I always thought that was
Charm person is indeed a charm.
No, not charm
That
person.
is-
Hold person. Hold person.
Hold person is not, but it does specifically require humanoid target, and the higher level hold monster can work on undead.
As an alder found out once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah.
So, do we want to readjust our marching order then?
Yes, actually, that seems like the wise idea. Have you up in front?
Have you right up in front, me right and basically just adjust the order so that you're in the front, the rest of us are in the same order, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, Older should be fine in the back.
Yeah, he's ranged with Sarek, and then Siren, you're basically our midfielder.
Yeah,
so
I really am.
Yep.
All right. So, are you willing to use some of your magic to make sure we're definitely not heard?
Yeah, no, she's already casting it.
Got it.
Chase.
Just for funsies, what does your pass without trace in this stone pyramid look like?
Didn't
think I was gonna ask.
Okay, let me think. Okay, let me suss this out.
Red is sus.
No, I'm not.
It's like the stone in regards to sound. Like, there's no visual effect, but it's like the stone suddenly starts to behave like sound foam or whatever it's called instead of stone. So it's just everything is super muted, kind of like the first room, the maze or whatever.
So straight up earth magic, not even just like plant magic or something.
Yeah. One with the earth on this one.
Gotcha. All right. So what's the marching order? Because this going from this room into the hallway as you guys kind of open it up, it is gonna have to be single file.
Yep. So it's going to be standard marching order, except move Gelt from wherever he normally is to the front. So
Yeah.
it's going to be Gelt, Rain, Siren, Alder, Cyric.
Got it. Well, alrighty then. Everybody, make me some stealth checks.
You got it.
Yay!
Has it been less than 10 minutes since I gave Gelt his bardic inspiration?
Should have used that.
You can hold on to your bardic inspiration.
Cool.
So he still has it, basically.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can still have it.
Thank you.
No short
Thank
rest, but I'll
you.
let you keep the bardic inspiration.
I appreciate
Most precious
Uh,
TM.
Cyric rolled a 33, so she's good.
I love
Oh,
I
God,
love
I did
her.
the worst.
Even with
Yeah.
as much as she, you know what? Especially because of how much she shot me, I
Ooh.
love her.
That's my mistake. It's actually a 35.
Oh my
So
God.
Wow.
Cyric, to your guys' senses, just like a tricky fey creature is just gone.
If you didn't cast that, Siren, like, Gelt would just have announced his presence.
So
Yeah.
Siren,
Did you use your
32, Gelt 18, Alder 24, Rain 27. Okay, let's see how is this? How are these dudes?
I feel like Gelt was just gonna open the door himself, and Cyrano was like, no, I'm gonna do that.
Hello, adventurers.
Well met, travelers! To the undead he just fucking pinged in the other room.
That
Come
was
to
amazing.
relieve you of death.
You open the door and you guys make your way out into kind of this hallway. Looking ahead, as you do, it appears so. About 20 feet away, with their back currently towards you, you do see someone in kind of black and red leathers, with their arms crossed, spear stuck in, spear leaning up against the wall, is facing out into the room, speaking in the most technical sense, it's common, but it is Thayan common. So none of you guys speak Thayan that I'm aware of.
It's a different proficiency, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They do have their own language. So is currently speaking into the room, but the individual at the kind of hall does not notice you as you guys make it into the hallway.
Do we want to get any closer, or do we want to make some moves on this thing?
I think the idea is get as close as we can, and the instant it seems like we're about to be noticed, you just
Strike
go
hard,
for
strike
it, and
fast.
we'll help
Sure.
you.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll try to get as close as we can without breaking our stealth before rolling initiative, I suppose.
Go
Sure.
ahead and roll me. So you guys have all made it into the hallway with those rolls. So as you guys
So
are
we
like,
can
all right,
basically strike now.
yeah, you
right?
guys can choose. You
I
can
think-
choose to get closer, which is going to take another stealth, or you can take your shot from here. But as it is right now, you are not noticed.
Let's just
Okay.
take the surprise.
Yeah, let's take the
Yeah.
surprise round because you are within range of this target to start, Gelt. So
True. Yeah.
let's take the surprise round.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go ahead and do that then.
So for your surprise round, the initiative will go in order where you guys are at, and then as soon as we move into the room, we will roll, and then we'll do initiative.
That's so smart.
Sounds good.
I feel like
Perfect.
that's just the better way when everybody rolls 18, if not higher, on sneak to somebody who has their back turned to you. You get to choose which order you go.
Plus, the official rules of using surprise like a condition is just so odd to me.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
a very
just still
bizarre.
having all of those like having those people's turns go by. So
Yeah,
this works
magic enhanced
considerably better.
stealth for surprise feels like it should mean something, so it
Mhm.
does,
Thank
because I say
you.
so.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, yes, so it will go Gelt, Rain, Siren, Alder, Surik, and you will have your action, bonus action, reaction, and movement before
Nice.
they get to make their move.
Perfect.
So,
All right.
Gelt. Nobody roll initiative yet. Well, let's get through this first, then we'll roll initiative, do the whole thing. Gelt, how do you want to kick this off?
All right. So, about how far away would you say the guy at the end of the hallway is?
From where you're at, if I want to
Yeah.
be super technical. So if you guys all get out, so he's there, so and there's 5 of you, so I would say Gelt needs to make. He's about 10 feet from you.
Okay. Well, like, would you say he's like directly at the end of the hallway there?
Oh yeah. There's no
Okay.
there's no sneaking past this dude. If
Legit,
you want to
yeah,
get
yeah.
in there, you have to go through him.
Cool. Well, he's
Unless
gonna.
you're like Skyrim level stealth.
Yeah, no. But I will make an attack on him.
Go for it.
Two.
And you have advantage because he's surprised, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20. So
No.
that's for the first one.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, no.
Are you gonna do anything special with that crit?
I don't know if it's an undead. Oh, no, actually, I do know it's an undead actually because I pinged it.
He is not the ping.
Oh. Sorry. You just said directly northwest of that corner of the room that I was
Northwest,
in.
yeah, at the very
Mhm.
edge of
North.
your sense.
North.
So he's like,
Yeah.
he was like
Gotcha.
15 feet away from where you're at. So he's not the ping.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And even
Then
looking from the back, I mean, he's breathing. You guys are so quiet, you can hear him breathing and saying things.
Fucking ridiculous.
Okay, cool.
All right, so that's gonna be 12 damage.
12 damage. So yeah, whoosh, and he doesn't even notice until it slices through kind of the skull all the way down the spine, and
Oof.
like an awful breaking of Jenga blocks. And he's dead before he even knows he hit the ground.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's great.
Then, can I move
Well then.
further down the hallway to clear some space for my buddies?
Yeah, you can. You've got your full movement. So if you want to move into that next room, you can move all 30 feet.
10, 15. I'll put myself directly below 1A.
Directly.
Or I
Yeah,
think I got, yeah.
You
Yeah,
do. You make it in there, and you survey the room. And to the north, down that hallway, there are two individuals standing guard. As you are making your way into it, you can see. You get a good view of the room, and clearly a battle was had here. There are dozens of dead lizard folk of various mutations all over this place. You can see kind of across from you, so to your north there's people standing guard. To like the southern past kind of the rubble, you can see at least 2 more people standing guard, all of them having the same kind of black and red armored leathers, many of them having, it appears as if the Thayans prefer spears to most weapons.
Okay.
So,
They haven't noticed him?
oh well, they'll notice him at the end of this, but they're
Okay.
still surprised.
True.
Okay.
There's no hiding, especially a whip is not a metal whip is not a quiet weapon.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
So there
It was
is
a nat 20, so.
yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful shot. The most, it was beautiful, deadly first strike. But there's a once it's on, it's on. So you guys will still get the rest of your turn to get into the room and get into position, make attacks at range if you have them. But then, yes, the a ruse is no longer to be had.
Got it.
So next would be Rain.
So I'm gonna move to be able to enter into the room.
Dude.
Do we see a red wizard, or do we
Looking
just
around?
see Thayan warriors?
Roll me perception.
That is a 13.
13. No red wizards. Plenty of Thayan guards, but no wizards that you can see. Nobody matching the MO of undead red wizard.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Then Rain's going to use all of his movement to get as far in as he can. And then he is going to use his action and make whichever one of the Thayan warriors who is closest to him make a dex save
Okie dokie.
as I'm casting Sacred Flame.
Yeah, across the room. So if you head in like a straight line with your full movement,
25.
25, so 5. So yeah, you're pretty much right as where that rubble starts. If you're looking at the map towards the center of the room. Up against that
Got it.
back wall, you can see at least 2 individuals. So the one closest one is in the same kind of black and red leathers as the one Gelt just smited. And then the other one, much more red in this one. Much tighter fit. Doesn't have like the one that Gelt had had a shield and a spear. This one appears to have a short sword and a hand crossbow.
Cool.
So it will make a dexterity saving throw. That's going to be a negative there. I don't believe a
Nice.
10 will do it.
No, it will not. My DC is 13. As two what both appear and sound like shiny gold coins go flying towards them, and they take 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage. Yep, they let out a screech of pain.
And yeah, I'm going to hold off on using rage or anything like that yet, so I'm not going to use my bonus. That's my turn.
Gotcha. Next is Siren.
Siren's gonna run in and fire a firebolt at the one that Rain just damaged.
Dead.
It's a regular 20.
A regular 20 will dead.
Excellent. That's going to be 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. Yeah, you follow up, and it's there's hardly a beat in between gold coins from radiant fire to actual fire, and it doesn't create a second kind of screech. It just intensifies that same. It goes up an octave.
That's very good.
Okay, do I have enough room to use my bonus action to direwolf?
If you, since you've got the full 30 frames there, yes. Your allies are gonna have to really skirt around you to get there. So you have the room. It's just it's gonna make it a little hard for Alder and Surik to enter the room as well.
That's.
Well,
Still gonna do it.
You'll have more speed once you turn into a direwolf,
Yeah,
so you
I'm
can
still gonna
continue
do it.
moving.
Yeah. So yeah. Or whatever the noise of wild shape is for Seer. It's the cracking of wood and trees. I don't know.
Oh my god, you got it in one.
+1 to the DM again.
Yeah,
That's 2 for me
one
today.
for
I'm
that,
about to level
sure.
up. Get myself a level 6 character. So
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, no, me neither.
So, yes, you turn into your tried and true form of a direwolf. You're a summer strider right now, so the summer wolf,
Mm-hmm.
summer wolf,
Sommerwolf.
summer hund.
I love my hot wolf friend.
Yeah.
But yes, that would give you, I believe, another
Hey.
another 20 feet of
Alder's the
movement.
furry.
Perfect. Then I will scooch up and probably get in the grill of the ones in the hall. If I could, like, try to block that path as much as I can. That'd be great.
Yeah, you can. You're not going to be able to get all the way there, but it's definitely there's those two, and then there is now a dire wolf in front of them, about 10 feet away. So you have their full, unadulterated attention.
Mm.
Okay,
Alder.
that's my turn.
Alrighty. I will enter on in, and I believe Siren moves, so it's a bit easier to get in now, right? I don't
Yes.
have to make any. Okay.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
see,
just making sure.
since you're a little bit towards the back, you're only going to be able to make it, 10, 15 feet into this room. Since you are closer to the back. So looking to your left or north, you can see Gelt's and then the unmistakable hindquarters of Siren in wolf form. And then in front of you, another, 10 feet or so, you can see Rain, finger guns out.
Ting! Well, actually, after he's cast the spell, it just looks like he's holding out like a thumbs up for a hot second, because he does literally do the motion of flicking coins.
Yeah, finger guns out. So
Yeah, you are correct, yeah.
got it in one. So that is what you see, Alder, as you step over the split body of one of the Thayan guards.
Rough. And then that one that Rain was going at, and Siren as well. Is that one still standing, or is it down?
Yeah. You can see and hear them.
Okay, awesome. Well, I will follow the directions with where it's being pointed and roll us a firebolt. So let's see.
That's what you call focused fire.
That's a nat 20, guys.
Oh, baby Alder! Good lord!
Jesus.
Man, cannot be stopped.
I'm sorry, that's another...
Jesus Christ!
Who put gasoline in the oven instead of coal?
Fucking on his Wheaties.
What are they feeding you, bud?
We upgraded to propane natural gas instead of having to use fire now.
What's the damage there, buddy?
He dropped. He's back though.
I'm back now. I don't know what all was said or if you caught it, but the last thing I said was that it was 34 fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Would it? I mean, I imagine it's almost similar to that first time I did it, where it's just building up and rockets out. But I'll let you kind of take over from this. I imagine that a lot of that green flame that is like kind of growing inside really unleashes with that. So I'd like you to let me know a little bit of how that actually looks on a firebolt like that. Yeah.
You hurl like an MLB pitcher coming off the mound. Just the full wind up, high left leg in the air like you're coming off the mound. With Randy Johnson-esque speed. But you're not blowing up a pigeon, you're blowing up the skull of this Thayan individual. And as it goes through, it's a streak of bright red with green flame on it. And just for the briefest moment, and just to Alder and Alder alone, you swear that as it makes impact and just scorches the flesh off of this to where it's only black and boned left. It looks almost like a cat's claw, but with a opposable thumb. Like,
Whoa.
just for a brief moment.
It was the persona leaving your body.
Am I Tabaxi? Am I a Rakshasa? What am I? Like, as a player, I'm like, what is happening?
Who am I?
What am I?
That's wild.
But also, Rain,
Yeah.
Alder, Siren, roll me d6s.
Oh shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Oh right! I forgot that I used
First one's
magic.
free.
That's a 4.
That's a 1.
That's a 4.
So Alder and Rain are 4s. Siren is a 1. Good.
I remember how ones
2.
go.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alder, you have turned this individual into the worst cosplay of Ghost Rider.
Congratulations.
I mean, the most accurate.
Beautiful.
With lethal quality and
Yeah.
attention to detail.
That's what I call
Great.
commitment.
I'm also, quick side note, Dom, I'm very glad that when you mentioned Randy Johnson, we both thought of the exact same thing of him just destroying the poor pigeon.
You know, you're one of
I'm
the
pretty sure if you're from Arizona or have lived here long enough, that will come to mind if you hear
Yeah.
Randy Johnson.
You can't not think about that.
It's
Oh, God.
a glorious day. I've seen my uncle do the same, but it was with a golf ball and a pigeon.
Oh,
Yep.
dang.
That bird did not hear the 4.
Wow.
Zurich will enter the room, and looking through, there's another individual past the one that took Sacred Flame Firebolt to death. Let's take two shots at the
That
the
tried
other
and
one.
true Street Fighter combo.
Wow, get him out now. That's double 2s, so that's going to be a negative there, Ghost Rider. So
Oh, honey.
enters the room and really fires the 2, and they both get incinerated on flight. Just there were arrows going, but that the ridiculous amount of fire that just erupted on the south part of this room ate her arrows.
Our bad.
So now everybody roll initiative.
Yay.
Yeah. Good
Alright.
job, everyone.
Sit.
Love to see it.
10 in it, 17 in it, 11 in it.
I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick.
I'm missing a young Alder.
That's an 8. Also, real quick, while we're rolling, I didn't want to do it
points.
earlier to break it. Yes, I didn't want to break the mood though, so I figured I'd do it during initiative.
It's just fine, Alder.
So that is a 9 and a 19.
Ooh.
9 and 19.
So we got an average and just below
I'm
excellent.
back.
All right. At the tippy top of initiative is a dead man. So it's Rain.
Rain.
Looking through the room to kind of set the scene now. Oop, yeah, let's real quick get that guy marked off. So, like I described earlier, there are tons of lizard folk bodies around here. You see one dead Thayan guard who's missing a hand. It has another big gauntlet over the other one. There is one guard that has been sliced through the spine, who lays dead at your feet. Another individual who is now living their best life as Ghost Rider. And looking around the room, there's the 2 guards that are kind of blocking the north hallway. Another similar looking individual to the Ghost Rider cosplayer. And then another guard towards that kind of, for looking at the map, broken area who's kind of going through the lizard folks things. So that leaves
Got
a
it.
grand
So
total of
there's
2, 3, 4.
There's 4 targets left. Okay.
Yes. My bad. 5. There's another. There is 2 guards kind of in that center area. So yeah, 2, 2, 2, and then the one that you guys killed. There it is. So to the north, to the northeast, and then to the east.
Got it. If just to make sure that I'm understanding correctly, is there anyone that would be within 25 feet of Rain then?
25 feet of rain from where you're at. Yeah, towards the center, the ones that are going over the bodies, you could definitely get there with your movement.
Got it. Okay. And you said I was at the top, right?
Yes, you are at the top.
Cool. Well, then Rain is going to run up to the closest one that's in the center there, draw the liar liar, and is going to do what I'm just going to call Embrace the Chaos and cast Booming Blade because I know that cantrips have consequences, but he is accepting that fortune favors the bold.
Go ahead and roll me that d6, buddy.
6.
6. Roll me that d-hundy.
I just hope that I still get to make my attack. 58.
58.
Oh, and are my eyes still glowing from the last time that I had wild magic on me?
No one has noticed you, has made a comment about glowing eyeballs, so...
Got it. So Rain assumes they're not.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Hope I don't die.
Explodes.
Okay, right now, you don't notice anything. Go ahead,
I always
proceed
hate
with your
that.
attack.
I always hate that one.
However, it is just going to be a regular attack.
Oh, it's not my booming blade?
It is not.
Oh.
You notice that you get the energy and then it like is sucked into you. It's like you turtled, but with your magic. Shot right back
Weird.
up in there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm still I'm definitely gonna reckless because if I'm only gonna get a regular attack, I want to make sure it hits.
Yeah,
That is a non-natural 20 to hit.
a non-natural 20 will hit. Indeed.
Cool. And that is liar liar. No other added bonuses. For 9 points of piercing damage.
For 9 points of piercing damage. Yeah, it this as these kind of guards are now prepared, seeing just like this abrupt chaos that has erupted into the room, turns their head up just in time to catch a liar straight to the chest. So you can
Good.
feel it puncture their lungs.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Very painful.
I am still not gonna use my bonus action for anything. That's gonna be my turn for now.
All right, moving down. Surik has the better dex, so she's gonna go first. She's gonna take 2 shots at the one that you're engaging with, Rain. Not with those rolls. She's not with those rolls. So 2 arrows shoot, and looks like she's making sure to not put them anywhere near you, and they go high.
Oh, I appreciate her so much.
So she's gonna continue to hold up the corn over here. So that's Surik's turn. It is then the 2 guards in front of the dire wolf, who they're gonna attack the threat in front of them.
That makes sense.
So they are both going to make spear attacks together. All right, one of those is a 16, the other is a 14. Siren?
I'm sorry?
You're getting 2 spear attacks from the guards in front of you.
And one was a 16 and one was a 14.
They both hit.
Both hit. Okay. What happened to there's my other d6. And they both rolled the same amount of damage. So, Siren, you're going to take together 8 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
As you get a spear to each one of the shoulders, and they feel really good about it, but you don't hardly move at all, feeling less good about it, as they have their very much Spartan style, have kind of the rounded shield with the spears, and
Mm.
Yeah. Ooh. Okie dokie. Moving down. I believe Gelt and Siren. Did you guys roll the? Nope, it's Gelt first.
11. So I'll actually go ahead. You said there was one more directly to the east in the center of the room, right?
There is one up against the far east wall. Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and attack them if that doesn't provoke an attack from anyone else.
Since you are right underneath the 1A,
Mhm.
do you have enough? Yeah, you've got enough to attack the one on the east wall with
Okay.
your whip. Um,
Cool.
or else you would not be within range.
Sounds good. So I will go ahead and make that attack, though. First one is going to be an 18. Second one is going to be...
The
Oh, wow, that's going to be a 25.
Yep, both hit.
Okay, cool. So I'll roll damage. $19.
19 altogether. The one against
Yeah,
the
altogether. Yeah.
Dival. Yeah, they're two bitingly fast attacks strike this individual, leaving almost I can use this reference, a Luffy-esque X in their kind of torso. They don't fall, but they definitely look hurt.
Nice.
And
I don't mind my
there.
turn.
Okie dokie. Then it is the it is the one that you struck, Rain.
Fight
It's
me.
it's gonna do exactly that, and it's gonna make a spear attack. Yeah, that's gonna be 21.
Yup.
And you'll take 5 points of piercing damage. Just with a cough of blood and a wheeze, jams their spear into your chest this time.
Ow.
It does not. It doesn't go through nearly as much as the Liar did. Ooh, wait, you reckless. Let's see if they get the crit.
Oh, yeah.
They did, just not in the right direction.
Oh.
Well, good.
So gives you a good old stab. Then that is going to be Siren.
So the enemy behind me is currently within melee range with somebody.
There aren't any enemies behind you.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, the one person that was behind you, Gelt killed.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
Gelt ran behind you, and you definitely felt that with your senses.
Okay.
And to your right, Rain is engaging with one. There's another one that is going to, what you assume, run up on him. And then there are the two guards in front of you that each put a spear into your shoulder.
Right. I think I'll keep being a meat shield over here and just attempt to bite one of these boys. Don't matter. They're both uninjured right now.
Yep, you are correct on all counts.
Ooh, and it's a mess. I just bite their shield.
All right. Yeah, you get a nice mouthful of shield. Doesn't taste good as a person. Doesn't taste good as a direwolf. Got this weird
That'll
paint
be...
on it. You're just like, I think this paint's made with lead.
Oh no. That's my turn.
All right. So then it is the other guard that was searching bodies is gonna come up and flank you, Rain. Well, no, the wolf's the bigger problem right now. So it's gonna flank Siren.
No, that's perfect. That's the goal. That's exactly the goal with being the big old wolf.
Okay, 15.
And do hit.
All right. You'll take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
If your back leg could have a shoulder, it would have been stabbed. 3 out of 4 limbs of Siren have been stabbed so far.
In the haunch.
Into haunches. 3 haunch stabs. So add that to the mess. Now it is Alder.
Alrighty, I am going to take aim for Firebolt at one of the guards that is after Siren right now.
Yeah, your best shot is the one that's going after her back haunch.
Sounds good. Do a 15 hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Oh, okay.
So gets Siren and can see you go for the wind up and puts a shield in front, and your firebolt hits the shield, but does not burn the individual. They kind
Alder,
of
I'm really gonna need you to do better.
yeah, Alder, you're letting the team down. I'm really need to see you boost your stats here. So the one in front of you, Gelt, is gonna close that gap. And is going to pull their short sword and make 2 attacks on you.
Son of a bitch!
Ho ho! Okay. One of those is a 27.
Yeah.
The other is a 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay dokie. So, I need multiple d6s.
Wait,
Yeah. Your max AC with parry is 22. It still hits
I
you.
have Shield of Faith, but
But you don't have that on.
activated.
oh, you're right. That's right. I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not shield.
Goddamn Shield. That's what I was thinking of. God damn it, you're right. It's a
So,
actual thing.
the first one gets you in a right choice spot, and you are going to take 14 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And then the second one is going to do 7 points of slashing damage.
Fuck.
And returns to you your own version of a Luffy X, but really more across the armpits and the high shoulders.
Bastard! I centered yours.
Yeah, theirs is all like asymmetrical, and one of them's way deeper than the other one. It's not even centered on anything.
You're making my scars look shitty, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, these aren't even gonna be like these aren't even gonna be wicked looking scars. It's gonna be like scars.
Amateur scarring here, really. This guy could do so much more.
He's wasting his potential.
I know. At the bottom of it. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly before I pull this out.
This
now.
it says TPK the whole party.
Look at that!
That's weird.
Wow.
Do I explode now? Is now when I explode?
It's when the bomb goes off.
It is. We're getting close to that point. You know, saddle up, everybody. It's about to get wild. Okay, got it. Things happen. Back to the top.
Great. Super cool.
Rain.
Me! I'm gonna try and hit this one again.
Can do.
Trying to decide. Yep. Well, actually, I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, he's gonna try and booming blade again.
All right, roll me a d6.
I know how that feels, man.
Although I
got him.
also forgot. Roll me a d6.
I was wondering if I was safe. Oh no.
Yeah, you both
I
roll
got
me a
it.
d6.
Okay.
I got another
Oh.
six.
Roll me that d-hundy.
You got it.
You know how this goes.
Guess who rolled a 1?
A 1, and you rolled a 4. Yep, no, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm scarred. I hear the,
Yeah,
the
I
1 on the
know.
D6, and I'm like, time to roll twice. Time to go to another plane.
I
time
got
to-
I got a 79 on my D100.
79.
Sweet and
Once
cheesy.
again, you feel that same. Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure.
I absorb it back inside of me again.
Yeah, you have that same feeling as it sucks in. You feel this crawling beneath your flesh.
Bleh.
I don't like that.
Especially like for a second you almost feel like from that wound you just took something about to crawl out of it, and then it fades back into it. But you just feel this just
Bleh.
You hear, you all hear Raid as he rockets back his fist and says the incantation for Booming Blade, just frustratedly yell, "Why does my body eat everything I want?" and he's still gonna make the regular attack, but
the Thayan guard you're fighting right now is so confused.
I was just gonna say, imagine being these guards. Like,
good. Be destroyed by the confusion of my form.
No.
Give me just a sec. That is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit will do.
I hate you. I hate you so
I
much.
hate you!
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, no, he's always like being he's always like repeating his hits on the same part again. So it's just once again back to the chest, just opening up, more holes in his lungs and everything like that, and dropping him.
Yeah, this one, you hear the sound of shattered sternum and broken ribs, and the squelchy noise of popped lungs as the air and blood leaves this individual, followed shortly by their life. They do cough a huge thing of blood just straight in the eyes, though. Just the perfect size. Just
if I didn't get ichor or blood on me to start the day, it wouldn't be a day of adventuring. So I guess
like
this is
you
just
guys
par
could
for
get
the
out of
course.
combat clean. Never.
Exactly. I mean, at least I have Presto for getting rid of the worst of it, but still. Okay, so surveying what I can see, because I haven't moved yet, I see Gelt, who is currently engaging with somebody who seems pretty significant, and then Wolf Siren, who's been stabbed a few times, but has range support right now.
Yeah, looking around. Gelt's going toe to toe with whoever this person is. It really, you turn just in time to see just like the back to back X to X that they're doing right now. It's like we're dancing.
Yeah, I feel inclined to attempt to assist Gelt, so I'm gonna use my 25 feet of movement to get closer that direction.
You do. You get right up on it.
And yeah, I mean, Gelt got rocked pretty hard, but I'm gonna hold off on doing any healing for him right now. My healing's more effective after combat. Okay, that's me.
Get you. All right. All right. Then it's gonna be Surik, who is gonna fire 2 shots at the one that just stabbed Siren and the back haunch. God damn it, Surik. You're gonna take 9 points of piercing, Siren, as you feel a stab in your back right haunch.
Great.
Okay, so we're gonna take her to just a really nice tinkerer, and we are going to get her glasses.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
That's
Yeah,
all she needs. She just needs glasses. She's
Yeah.
a great archer.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that she has bad eyesight, though.
She, I mean, she typically hits something every turn.
yeah, she's typically she's got power behind the arrows. It's just
Yeah,
where
the
they're going.
damage is not the problem.
Yeah. It's like my brother's arrows are cursed. So sorry, Tyrion. So
Oh,
that's gonna be.
joy.
That's
So
okay.
Cirque's gonna, put her forehead up against the wall and think real hard about how she got to this place. And so the two guards are gonna make their double stab attack.
Yeah, that's fair.
One is a 12, and that's
Will
cocked.
miss.
The other's a 22.
I do hit.
It'll be 4 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
You're able
This
to
wolf is looking rough.
jerk your neck out of the way to avoid one, but just opens you up for the other one to get you right there. Like, well, this is
Yeah.
some bullshit.
A battle of a lot of tiny stabs.
Death by 1,000 pricks.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving down the line, that's gonna be Gel.
All right. So I'm gonna keep on attacking this guy in front of me.
Yeah, seems to be a good strat.
2 more.
And remember, you have a bardic inspiration still, which you
Which-
can apply to an attack roll if you want to.
I'm gonna have to right now because that was a shitty one.
D6.
D6. No better, but that's a 2, 5 plus 13.
13 will hit.
What?
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm
well,
glad
this
my
one-
bardic inspiration was there.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes, I do. And this one definitely hit at 20. Unnatural.
An unnatural 20. Yep.
Cool, so roll 2.
Oh, unnatural? No, that's not good.
No. Sorry, it says it right under the
Only
subject.
naturals here.
That's the kind of shit that you can add to like aberrations and shit to make them feel like even more from a different plane of existence. It's just like,
Mhm.
no, this specific roll doesn't work on their physics.
24.
24. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
Excellent.
I'm gonna give him on his side where he got me the same 2 that he gave me. And
Oh my god.
The
This
battle
is
of the
like
scarring.
a Star Wars fight.
Yeah, you get both of them, and for a second you're just like, I feel like you're almost worried that like, did that not make any contact? And then anime style, you see the 2 jets shoot out on each side, and
Jesus.
hits, falls over dead.
You are an impressive duelist, man.
Getting
Right.
Rain and Gil, good little. You have your own X, this asymmetrical one, and then on your armor another X made out of their blood, and then Rain, you catch 2 more straight to the eyes.
Great.
It's
at
like the
some-
perfect arc. Like you get right around just in time for Gelt to do this, and you're like, I'm gonna help out, and then
Like, I guess not.
trying to wipe someone else's blood from your eyes.
Cool.
So that'll take care of that.
Yo, head towards Siren as Rain runs over to you, sees you do your shit.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you've got your movement, Gelt.
All right. And yeah, I'll make my way towards Serum.
Okie dokie.
Can he get within 5 feet of that one that's behind her?
From where he is at. Yeah, he can get right up to the one that's behind her.
Cool. Then
Do
I'll
it.
go ahead and place myself there.
Yep, get her that pack.
Yep. Not much I can do else other than my turn.
All right, that's Gelteruni. So yeah, then it is. Would you imagine that guy? So, Wolf there, shiny paladin here.
Before me?
Ooh, you do have better dex. What's your dex at?
A 2 plus 2.
+2. What's their dex at? Yep, you would go first.
Sweet. I've just been thinking about the perspective of the 2 guys in front of me, just like hearing the chaos behind the dire wolf of all their guys getting killed. But she's just gonna take the dodge action, and that's it.
Takes the dodge action. All right. This
That
guy
is
will-
never a bad action, honestly.
Nope.
When you got like 3 people on you, not so bad.
Yeah. wolf to the... Yeah, honestly, the humanoid walking up behind this dude, he's gonna turn his attention to you, Gelt. And he'll try to stab you with a spear.
How dare you?
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
That'll do. Just
there
barely.
it is.
I didn't mean to send you to your death.
That's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Okay.
And get you... your armpits are getting wrecked.
Yeah, they are.
Any deodorant that you had on is being washed away by this stream of blood that is coming from your armpits.
What the hell's deodorant?
Stuff.
All right. So on that note,
That was great.
We're all natural here, as we said, you know?
right.
as you're all turning to help out your friend Siren, and the attention turns away from the wall.
Oh no.
Bleeding through, you see these red, almost puppet-like strings shoot forward and stab into these lizard folk corpses, and they, like marionettes, get pulled to their feet, and this awful, it looks almost like a coordinated dance as they're jerked up and their arms go high, each one holding a trident, and almost like old school 80s movies when they would show something moving really fast but it doesn't actually walk. They rush and everyone finds themselves with this reanimated lizard folk corpse on them making a stab against you. So everybody is taking an attack as they, with unnatural and most definitely inhuman like speed. It's like their bodies, all their movements are less of them being alive, more of like someone is puppeteering their bodies.
I know what spell this is as Nick.
Is that Danse Macabre?
Well, I'm glad you guys are well read. Because that's exactly what it is.
Where the fuck is the wizard?
Yeah,
It's such a DM spell.
yeah, I've been sitting on that one for a bit. Yeah,
Honestly, it's the only necromancy spell I would use as a player too, though, because long-term necromancy from Animate Dead is such a pain in the ass.
Right.
Yes, it is.
I tried to run out character
And
before.
there's so
it's
many
not fun.
bodies in here right now. It's great.
Yeah, it's perfect
So
for it.
much to choose. And choose the mutated lizard folk. They're stronger. So they we'll just go down the order of initiative. So we'll start with Rain as it makes a trident attack. That is an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Also, I don't remember. Did anything happen from the last time that I rolled on the wild magic table?
Nothing yet so far.
Okay, got it. Cool.
But
Just making sure.
I'm glad you said that because as you take 4 points of piercing damage from this new wound, and I hate this because I'm Dom, not as the DM, a small swarm of spiders erupts from your wound, and they make a reaction attack against this dead body. Yeah, but poison it does a bit of piercing damage, but poison is imagine that corpses aren't affected by poison. So, but yes, as you are stabbed, you feel that that sensation again, and from that wound, small spiders think almost kind of like if any of you guys remember that movie, The Covenant, from the early 2000s.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Yes, much like the roommate who gets the spider curse put on her. That, but from Rain's wounds. So moves out. So yeah,
How much damage does it deal to me? Because I got stabbed, but you didn't tell me. I don't think
5
It's
points.
4, I think.
it was 5. Got it.
5 points.
Perfect.
And then, so them moving down. So that's what happens to Rain. Next, Surik. One's gonna Evil Dead style get all the way over there. Well, I guess the DM's just gonna roll hot garbage today, because that's a critical fail. So it's gonna plunge that trident straight into the wall and get it stuck there. So lucky you, Surik. Then it's gonna be Gelt. Yeah, that's a 23. And you're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage, Gelt.
Go.
Getting eaten.
Get stabbed. Not eaten. That was a different adventuring day. Then Siren. That's a crit,
Disadvantage.
but in the right
Damn it.
direction.
It's disadvantage.
Oh yeah, she's dodging.
But it has advantage because you're surrounded.
Motherfucker.
So it rolls flat. So you take 14 points of piercing damage.
Back in caster.
And then, last but not least, Alder, you too are getting an undead lizard folk. As it drives its trident into the ground, it disarms itself with another crit fail. Okay, guys. So, speaking of Alder, it's your move.
It do be my move. Okay. Well, we'll deal with Mr. Lizard Folk right in front of me. So I do need him to make a con save for me.
Con save. Okay.
Clap that ass.
That is going to be a 13.
That do not save. So you will take. Well, I rolled as low as possible, so that's only going to be 2 thunder damage.
2 thunder. Feel the thunder. Alright. Oh, I know how to keep track of these boys. Gotcha. So, 2. Okie dokie.
All right, that'll be all for me. Yep.
Got Zurich and Rain. Alright. Back to the... Oh, Alder, roll me a d6.
I forgot. Yep, here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Shit, that's a 3.
A 3? Yeah, you're fine.
You lucky bastard.
I don't understand the rhyme or reason yet, but I'll take it, you know?
I would be very surprised if you were able to figure it out after all of that, but, you know. Wow, magic.
Wow.
So, back to the top with the Rain.
So, with everything that just ended up happening, you all hear for the first time not singing, but an actual yell of anger as Rain uses a bonus action to enter Rage.
Rage!
Because he is not down with a bunch of spiders coming out of his body, so that just set him over the actual edge. But yeah, he's gonna attack the undead in front of him.
Can you make a fearful rage? Is that a thing? Probably. I said, can you make like a fearful rage? Because that's what that sounds like.
Potentially.
That's
It's a
absolutely
combination.
a thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I've seen people do Theorycraft builds online where it's literally you are just in you're a very scared person, and instead of going to flight, you always go to fight, and it's just you're like backed into a corner mode basically.
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
he is going to reckless get a nat 20 of his own.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Ayo, ayo, oyo.
For 19 points of piercing damage.
And then the swarm of spiders will follow your lead and also make their attack.
Oh no.
They don't damage the corpse in front of you. But they are definitely trying. But yes, your 19 goes through, and you feel it pierce deep into this And were this a living enemy, you would feel something. But as you pull the liar out, it's dead, so it doesn't bleed.
Annoying. Well, no, better that I'm not getting blood in my eyes, I guess. It still stands, quote
An
unquote, though.
afterthought. It is still standing.
Got it. And that's my whole.
Mm? Mm?
I am going to risk attack of opportunity to use my 25 feet of movement to try to get next to Siren.
Alright, it'll take an attack of opportunity then. That's a 15.
And I wrecked it, so try
Oh.
again.
I rolled worse. It's a 15.
Miss! And I end my turn as close to Siren as I possibly can.
You have and you do.
Perfect. Thank you.
How
That's me.
close is he exactly?
He's right up against your right.
Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to give them another target since you were dropped out of wolf form.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You're welcome. And you also see spiders crawling out of it on raid.
Okay, no thank you. Take that.
And he also seems to hate it.
It's Surik's turn. Boy, she does not like when things get in close range, so she's gonna try to back on up away from this. It's disarmed, but it still can make a claw attack. Not with rolls like that. It's not. So she's gonna back up and take 2 shots. Now that she's got some distance. All right, Surik. There's no one else around for you to hit. Wouldn't matter because you can't apparently. Well, you can hit one of these. So misses one, shoots at the other one, but max damage on it. Way to go, bitch.
Yay.
As she is currently kiting down hers down the hallway. So it's going to go after her. So that's... Yeah, wow. So that's... 22... Oh my sweet Christ. 22 points of damage.
I'm proud of her.
Yeah, the psychic damage carries over. She murders hers.
Hey.
Hey!
All right,
Good
Surik.
shit. Yeah.
Come back. All right. Yeah, Surik has to take a hop backwards, does like a sweet backflip and fires 2, and gets one. When she's on, she's on. Gets both right in the eye holes, and as it tries to almost with its undead fortitude try to claw its way back up, the tracer arrow completes the Triforce on the forehead. And you can all audibly hear one of these threads snap like a broken violin cord.
Ooh.
Nice. Good job, Surik. Way to bring yourself back. It's the 2 guards. There's 2 targets, so one for Siren, one for Rain. Yeah, just rolling regulars. Double 13s.
Dot miss.
Alright, well, it's 13 plus 3 for 16 to each.
Dot.
That hits.
That'll miss me.
Alright. Siren, you'll take
What was that
5.
disadvantage though with me?
Because she's still dodged.
You are still flanked, though.
Even with her reduction in
Doesn't
size,
that
they're not
grant
next to her.
advantage to the person behind me, but not the person in front of me, or is it
You've
both?
got
Both.
2 people in front of you, 1 person behind you, and then another
Yeah.
dead corpse next to you. I mean, until this point,
fine.
you were surrounded.
Okay.
Even shifting back into wolf form. Plus, they're both there.
Okay.
So
How
I
much
get it,
damage?
but in this one, 5 points. 4 points, my bad. Of piercing damage. Okie dokie. That's their 2 turns. Then it goes to Gelt.
I'm gonna pump 20 points of healing into myself.
Gelt touches himself,
Once per battle.
As he does.
as he does, pumps himself full. Gelt touches
Okay.
himself and pumps.
That's right.
Nope, we're just gonna let that one hang in the air. Okay.
Yep, Stagnate.
Okay. So you do anything for your bonus action?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. So Gelt do what Gelt do. Then that is they're dead. So then it is the dude in the back. He's gonna go after your you're the hardy looking one, Rain. So you're gonna get a stab in the back. Moves over. I know that's 13. That's not gonna hit.
Did he take advantage because I wrecked?
I rolled worse.
Cool.
That's a 13 and a 4.
Perf.
Great. Cool. So, slightly surprised by the lizard folk reanimating for a second, makes the fatal mistake of aiming too high on the dwarf.
Ha ha ha.
Then, it is Siren.
So it's gonna. That's gonna try and knife the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
It's a 23 to hit.
That 23 will hit.
4 piercing, 2 acid.
More piercing 2 acid. Yep, with the unnerving ease of this dagger, it just in and out, no resistance. Take 6 points there. Looking bloodied with that 6. All right. Then after Siren, it is. No, that guy's went. It's not their turn quite yet. Oh, it is their turn now. From. Not yet. The lizard folks are gonna. The lizard zombies are gonna make their attacks. So everyone but Surik is taking 1. Are you fucking serious? That's a 1, a 4, a 4, a 3.
Whichever one attacked me has advantage.
Oh, I know.
Okay, cool.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I love to hear.
So they all miss. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Make up your mind, Dice.
They're being real swingy today.
So back to the top with Rain. Make up your fucking minds, one or the other.
More angry screaming.
This wizard's just like attack, and they're all just kind of like dropping their arms. Oh, I'm sorry.
Which one of the 3 that are near me and Siren looks the worst?
Out of the living targets, the one that Siren stabbed definitely looks the worst.
Got it. Then I'm gonna try and go for a kill confirm. Reckless attack.
He attacked. No.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Cool. And that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Kill confirmed.
Perfect. And yeah, if it's basically just not even like a jab swing with it this or like a jab with it this time. It's just a big old wide haymaker that comes down from like the top right.
Yeah, and it connects between the acid hole in the chest and the sharp snap pierce of the liar just crumples into the ground. Just catches the floor full face.
And then Siren, you haven't taken much, like, main
No.
form damage, right?
I'm fine.
Okay, perfect. Then that's going to be Rain ending his turn.
Gotcha.
If I can I flank one of these targets for Siren with
Yeah.
my 25 feet of movement?
The other living guard that was part of the pair. Yeah, you can flank that one.
Perfect. Then I'm going to give her an advantageous position, kind of flip it on them and get us all sandwiched so we're all on the same playing field.
Yep. If you flank
Oh,
just
cool.
right, you can avoid attacks of opportunity.
Perfect. Then Rain, even in his fear rage, is still a tactician at heart, so he moves to that position.
Okie dokie. So, speaking of that guy, it's Surik first, because she's got the better. So, Surik returns to the battle, surveys the whole thing. Some of you guys are looking a little bit fearful. So she's gonna get the living dude in the back and try to clear up your rear. So first attack. There we go. That's a 28. Let's roll that. Alright. Puts one arrow into the back. Does 9 damage. And the second shot. A natural 20. And she'll do the tracer shot. So 5 psychic damage. Another 7 piercing damage. And with the... What are 3 beats in a row? Real fast. Triplet?
Yes.
So with the sound of a triplet, the one behind you guys falls.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So there's
Very
currently
nice.
only one more living combatant and 4 undead combatants.
And then we can see the strings attached to the undead combatants coming from the north wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
And from where you guys are at now, you can see that behind the hallway that leads down, it goes for about, from where the guards are standing, it goes about 30 feet before it collapses and can go no further. And then about 15 feet in on the right, there are 2 doors.
Perfect.
Okie dokie. So that's Surik's turn. Then that remaining alive guard. Boy, it's not looking hot. Doesn't like that. Will disengage and bolts towards those doors. And
What a
pushes
bitch.
both open and begins saying something in Thayan. So I'm gonna take that from there. All right, then it's Gelterino,
All right. So there's only that one dude that's running away right now.
and then the 4 undead
Yeah, and the
lizard
fucking
folks.
horde of one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and get to the clearest or nearest.
There's
sorry,
one right
and
next to you that made an attack
then
against
I'll
you
make
last turn.
that bastard. I'll make an attack on it then. 2 for that matter, actually. Well, the first one's not going to hit because it was almost a critical fail with it just being a base 2, so that will make it 8 if that counts for anything.
8's not going to do.
Yes, I kind of guess so. The second one will hit, however, for 22.
22 will indeed hit.
Okay, so get 1 attack off on this son bitch. Hey yo, for max damage, that's 14.
14. Yeah, you it bites into it and removes one of the legs from this lizard folk corpse, but it doesn't appear as that hinders its movement in the slightest. So it's still
Alright.
on its feet, but you've removed a limb.
Alrighty, well, good stuff. I'll end my turn at that.
All right, then dead. So Cern.
So the one I was engaged with is the one that ran, I assume.
Indeed.
Siren will run in after him and see what she sees in the room, I suppose.
Yeah, you run down. You'll take one opportunity from the one of the lizard folks made attack against you last one. Not with that, it's not. That's going to be an 11.
Okey-doke.
So you move out of it with its almost Chuck E. Cheese robotics move.
Love it.
Yeah. And misses completely as you burst through. So you've got 30 feet of movement, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, it would take you 20 feet to get there. You open the door, and there is the um, the guard that you just saw run. And as you get there, and he finishes saying something, a red thread shoots and bursts through his neck, wraps around, and kind of drives into his spine as it in this odd, and its head turns all the way around to face you, but its body does not turn, and you can see behind him. Roll me an insight check real quick.
Okie dokie. Shit. Of course, it's fucking 8.
Yeah, so what you see in front of you, in red robes, skin incredibly pale, closer to a cadaver than an actual living, breathing person. Bald head, tattooed, and in their chest, a hand-sized hole. Think almost kind of like we were talking about Bleach the other day, so almost hollow style, but where their heart should be is like it's like somebody put their hand through their chest and it just never closed up. Turns to you with just this almost death mask of a smile, and the once living guard is now think of like the exorcism, like head turns around, arms snap in awful positions as it begins to walk backwards towards you.
Oof.
Oof. No thanks.
Do I have enough movement to catch him in the wizard in a thunder wave, or is that too far away?
In the thunder wave, I mean, you've got 10 more feet of movement. Let me look at the size of the room and where they would be at. So if you're here, in thunder wave's a 15 foot.
Yeah, radius around me. Cube, I believe.
Yeah, if you got all the way in, you could.
It's beautiful, thank you. That is what she will do then.
Alright, so
Just
that's Constitution saving throw.
that is a Constitution, yes.
So the Zombo rolls a 12. The wizard
failed.
rolls a 4.
Those are both fails, so I'll take full damage and I'm pushed 10 feet away. That's 11 thunder.
11 thunder. Okay. All right. Takes both the Zombo now. Take 11. The wizard will take 11.
And this time her thunder wave.
Roll me a
what?
d6.
Oh yes, shit. Fuck. 3.
3. Okay, roll me a d100.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Embrace the chaos.
16.
16. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, your thunder wave goes off, and
Oh,
you
good.
see.
At least the spell happened.
So the thunder wave goes off, and you see this red thread break, and then it shoots over and wraps around your finger, and you feel like you've been plugged in. And that zombie is now under
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. You back on out. Real
It
quick.
feels like that sounds.
Yeah, it feels like that sound. But you are now in control of this zombie. That's it.
What? The fuck?
That's an interesting one.
Mhm. It is.
Do I like give it a bonus action command or something?
You definitely can.
Eat the
You
wizard!
need to.
Oh my
No,
god.
attack the wizard.
Yep. And it does with a crit.
What is
Incredible.
happening right now?
All right. So.
Embrace the chaos.
Sierra just became a necromancer, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
That's such a
dear.
that's such a
This
great
is not what
effect.
this is not intended play right now.
This
Yeah,
is like that.
it'll take the damage.
It's so cool.
What a lucky break that was.
Okay. So yeah, it'll take the damage. It does not lose concentration, but
Impressive.
yeah,
Nice.
a very confused look hits this wizard as they make eye contact with you, and
Yeah, we're both very confused.
confusion, and then yeah, you guys make eye contact, and they have a moment of recognition.
Oh,
So, moving on.
what?
It's well,
All
would,
right.
would you believe it's the wizard's turn? Wizard. So
Wait, has Alderman going before the wizard?
Alder hasn't
Okay.
gone once before the wizard.
Okay, I couldn't remember or not. Sorry.
Yes, things were happening, but it didn't matter until we got to this point. Other things are happening behind closed doors. So since all right, wizard, you're real smart. What would you do here? Boy, yeah, don't like this at all. So all of the zombie corpses are yanked back into that room. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws, and you may make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I will do both.
I got a 14 on my dex save
14.
and a 19 on my attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity will hit.
That's a 13 for my dex save.
Ooh, everyone but you, Siren.
Okay.
And then for damage on the one that I attacked with my attack of opportunity, Dom, that is 12 points.
12 points. Okay. Yeah, you are going to take reduced. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it charges into you, and you are not. You are with 14. Yeah, you take the halved 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and as you hit with the liar, it breaks the cord in the body. Just
Yes.
ragdolls afterwards.
Just kind of keeps the momentum of where it was going, but is no longer attached.
That's exactly what's happening.
God.
That's some video game glitch shit, and I fucking
Yeah,
love
some
it.
Skyrim ass shit right there.
Alder.
I rolled a 17 for the dex save and a 13 for the opportunity attack.
17. Okay, so you'll only take half. You're also going to take
And
3
then-
points of bludgeoning, and then how much? What was the attack?
So I rolled a 13, but I also want to double check. It needs to be like a physical attack, right? I couldn't do
It
like
does
a
need to be a
cantrip.
physical attack. You could do a
That's-
cantrip if you had Warcaster, but
Yeah. That's fine. I don't know. I don't think I could get the dagger on in a reaction, so I'm fine with just barehanded, just backhanding this thing as it goes by.
yeah. What'd you roll for the attack?
13.
Yeah, 13 will hit. So you do 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you as it like starts to leave, and you just backhand. You go front hand or backhand, front hand, pa.
That is such a good sketch.
As it Gelt, what'd you roll for a dex save?
I rolled 14.
14. Okay. That is going to be a failure. So you're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As
Sure.
this, you can't make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, and I will. So you said 14 points, or? Dom?
14 points?
Now, how much
down?
bludgeoning damage did he take? It was 4, right?
He took 7.
No,
7,
the-
excuse
That's
me.
what
Okay.
7.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and now I will make my opportunity. Where did the dice go? There it is.
It was like 14.
God damn it, dude. That's not going to hit for an almost failure again as a 2.
Nope. And then reels past you. Cirque is good because she killed hers. And then the one that was front. So they all get pulled down through the hallway into there, and suddenly, Siren, you found yourself with 4 of these behind you.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
And I think you know what comes next.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
a lot of attacks, I imagine.
Yeah, that's a. One of them is, so that's a 13, 9, 14, and a crit.
One of them was killed by me, wasn't it?
One of them was killed by you. So that
The
would make
crit
it
is the only one out of that hits.
Okay, well then. One of those is indeed dead, so that's 1, 2, 3. And then you have its other one. That's alright. You have the other
Yep.
one. So here, hold on. To make this fair, I'm gonna re-roll those 3.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so that's an 11, an 8, and an unnatural 20.
The unnatural 20 will hit.
At least it's
Right.
not a crit, though.
You're gonna take
Yeah,
9
no, that,
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the wizard, now that you are right there, is going to reach out and touch Faith. Meet Faith. She's my new NPC.
Hi, Faith.
She's been here the whole time.
Yeah, I'm kidding. We're going to do chill touch.
You know, chill touch is a ranged attack, not a touch attack, correct?
Oh, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I just heard you say it was trying to reach out and touch her. I wasn't sure if it was
Reach out and
actually
touch
melee
Faith.
trying to
It
touch
was
her.
more for the joke more than anything else.
Got it.
But,
Sorry.
The necromancy wizard is going to use chill touch.
Sorry,
Wait,
my bad. It's just one of those like
Yeah,
one of
missing
the
notes.
things that so many people screw up on D&D stuff.
Yeah, that's going to be an 18, Siren.
Do.
All right, so let's see what it is. So that's going to be.
This was that cold spell that we were afraid of.
Oh no, this is well,
Oh, yeah.
necrotic spell.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's necrotic. Never mind.
Indeed, reaches past the zombie. It looks like it's going to touch, and then you see this ghostly skeletal hand, the same exact one, reach forward, and it's going to do quite a bit of necrotic damage. Imagine that. Necromancer wizards. Ooh. And that's going to be. Yeah, we get the additional die, baby. 10. Alright, and you're going to take 13 points of necrotic damage and make me a wisdom saving throw.
I will make that wisdom save. I will say that as that damage comes in, a light from the tattoo on my chest shines, and I only take half as much as I would have.
You're resistant to
Nice.
necro.
You take
Nice.
7 points of necromantic damage.
Noise.
So we round
And then
up
the
for
wisdom
DMs.
That is a regular 20.
A regular 20 will pass. Roll me that insight.
I would love to roll well on it. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. 21.
You feel the hand touch your tattoo, and it's rebuffs some of it, and now you have a real good look at this person, and you recognize this person. The last time you saw them, Kalimvora had put a hand through their chest and crushed their heart.
Oh shit!
This is Rorith, the Red Wizard of Fate.
Oh, fuck.
I see.
I didn't even think about that with the missing heart. Damn.
Wow. Yeah.
Hate Thayans. I fucking hate
Oh,
Thayans.
this
We
guy-
should have known. We
This
should have known.
guy's getting
Damn it.
put down a second time.
So, oh
Wow.
yeah.
The
Fuck.
twists.
Fuck the Fae and fuck the Thay.
I want that on like a throw pillow in our fucking.
I want that on a mug.
Oh my god, no! I am going to commission that throw pillow for our living room.
thank
No,
you so much.
And you hear, not spoken through their mouth, but in your mind in common,
I hate it.
you again. And it's this awful, just it's under your skin more than your tattoo is. In fact, you completely forget about that sensation as you hear that echo through your mind noggin.
And she will respond, "It will always be us."
So Alder, it's your turn, I believe.
Very nice. I will. Well, I'll take off after the zombos and all into the room. Do I have enough speed to get to at least the doorway or the hallway
you have enough
there?
to get to the doorway, and as you do, it is just blocked by dead bodies.
Okay,
But their
We're gonna
backs are
try
turned towards you.
beautiful. We're gonna try one thing, and then if it works well, we'll try another. So we're gonna bonus action, Dragon's Breath with fire elements, and then I know to roll my d6.
Yep, please do.
That's another one.
Another one, you're fine.
Okay. I probably can't even tell if Siren is within 15 feet or not, huh?
It would be very difficult. Yeah, you can't see. You just know that there are these dead zombos, that Siren is in there, and you cannot see her through them.
At least she should
you-
have cover thanks to the bodies.
You did hear the unmistakable sound of Siren's thunderwave, though.
Yes, that would definitely be heard. I mean, I want to cast it, but Siren.
She's got fire resistance.
Yeah, I do.
Oh right!
Do your thing, baby. I've got 2 resistances at level 5.
True,
I'm killing
true.
it.
Well, I do make a dex save then for me if you're within 15 feet.
She is
Anybody in the
indeed within
15
15
cone?
feet.
All right.
But all the
Anyone in
undead
the
need to
cone?
make it too.
Indeed, they
That
do.
dex
Yes.
save is going to be a 24.
So you definitely save. You'll take
So
half.
it takes a quarter of whatever damage, so half and then half that.
Ooh, that's good.
So they rolled a 14, a 16, and a 10.
The 16 saves, everyone else fails.
Okay.
And and I rolled 13 fire damage.
13. Okay, so 13, 13, and 6. So let's see. Makes its undead fortitude. Take 6. Yeah, you just breathe out, and it's once again that red and green flame. It almost makes kind of a yowl. So less of a
Am I
roar.
turning into a cat? What is happening? What's happening?
And they are significantly burned, but the threads do not break. And of course, they make no motion for any sort of pain.
Thank
In
you
fact,
for providing pyrotechnics for my dramatic line.
Of course. That's
Nice.
really what I'm here for. Yeah.
So, a 13 wouldn't pass, would it, Alder?
No, no, it's not. DC
Cool.
is 15,
So,
so they would fail. Yeah.
so the one. All right, Siren. You feel for almost for a second that threat about to break on your zombie, but it makes its fortitude save, and
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
it's still
Oh.
on its feet.
Cool.
All right, cool. Well, that's my turn.
All right. Um, back to the top. Boy, this is getting weird.
It is.
Go Rain.
Yeah. I have a limited amount of movement. With my 25, can I at least get to the doorway?
Yeah, you can definitely get to the doorway.
Is anybody within 5 feet of me at the doorway?
The doorway is blocked by bodies, so yeah, there's
Okay,
plenty
cool.
of
Wasn't
acceptable
wasn't
bodies.
sure if they were further in or not. Cool. Then I'm not going to activate my tattoo because I'll have a target. He is going to. Yeah, he's going to just reckless and make a melee attack, and that's going to be an 18 to hit the lizard folk in front of me.
18 will hit the lizard folk in front of you.
That is going to be 13 points of piercing damage.
13 points of piercing damage. Yeah, you. And it makes the cold thudding noise of liar liar piercing into dead flesh. And you pull back, and it's still there. The thread does not
Damn
break.
it. I hate undead fortitude. Um, Yep, that's all I can do.
All right. Then it is Surik who is just stuck. What does Surik do? Um. Yeah, she'll fire. She'll collect some of her arrows, fire into them. Yeah, she fires into the backs of these, and the arrows catch into this kind of wall of zombies, but their thread does not break. So, Gelt.
All right. I still have that one that's in front of me, don't I?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Then what enemies are left?
They're
The
all
ones
in
that
the
are
room
blocking
with
the
the
door.
wizard.
All right. Make my way over to him. Give him a quick whipping. I'll choose the one that's on the right.
Go for it.
The first one's going to be a 24. Oh, that's a crit failure on the last second one.
Go ahead and roll me damage for both.
Sure.
I swear to God, if you hit me
I'm
again, we're not
sorry.
battle buddies anymore.
No! Don't say that, Rain! It was a mistake!
Battle buddies have each other's back. I've never hit you in the back.
First, yeah, I know. First one was max
buddy.
First one was max damage, and the second one is
Which is how much? 14, right?
yeah, 14. And the second one was just under max damage at 13.
Rain, I think you know. I think you know what comes next.
Well, at least I
Buddy.
only take half since I'm raging.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
We're gonna
Man,
play
was it-
your players round down. So you'll take 6.
No
I'm
players round up.
sorry. We're still battle buddies.
So, since it's not my damage giving it to you, we can round
Got it.
down
You'll
instead
do
of
it that
rounding
way.
up.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Nope, player damage is always rounded. You guys round down, I round up. Even if you're attacking each other. So, you bring the first one hits the zombies. You go for a second one. You do not make the mistake of going too high, and you get Raid and this zombie, and almost for a second, but the thread still remains.
Oh, do I still have a swarm protecting me?
You do, actually. Since you did just take some damage, they burst out of your skin, and they crit on Jacob, on Gelt. So, Gelt, you bring this down, and you make this big cut into Rain's back, and from it, almost a vomit of spiders lands on you. They begin to bite into your flesh. You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage, and make me a. Are you immune to poison?
No,
It's disease, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, make me a con saving throw.
Can do, sir. Oh, let me take that damage real quick. I've taken a beating again.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, that's been this fight.
Rain, it's an accident!
It's okay. His spider's just reacting to you.
That's an at 20 for me.
And at 20, you are not poisoned.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so Surik and Alder, you both, Alder, you see this, and so does Surik as they both watch as, opens up Rain from Rain's wound. Spiders jump out, and Gelder's getting bit all over the place, in between all the soft parts. Alder reminds you, it reminds you of a swarm that took lots of bites out of you. But these ones are...
Alder. Oof.
Yeah,
Seeing
it's a horrifying sight on both sides of this zombie wall.
Oh, Alder does not like that there are spiders involved at all right now with that too.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
I hate this.
Wild magic, man.
That's Gelt. Surin.
She's looking a bit rough. The back of her hair is kind of a little bit on fire. She's gonna bonus action attack with her zombie.
Okay. Yeah, the zombie moves forward in this weird. It's more of just shoving its whole body forward. It shoves into the wizard making contact. Doing a bit of damage. 6 points of damage to be exact.
Please.
So that's your bonus action.
And then Siren's not gonna risk going in with the knife. She's gonna play that song again, and instead of her tried and true method of like banging on her shield to create thunder wave, she was inspired by the lightning strike of chaos she did yesterday, so she's gonna kind of focus on that type of energy and slam her staff into the ground, and it'll sound much more like a crack of lightning.
Roll me a d6.
Yeah. Uno.
And Uno, roll me 2d100s.
2d100.
You hit your extra chaos number.
Cool.
Yes, you did.
That's a 90 and a 12.
A 90 and a 12. Okay. So roll me a d10.
Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. A 9.
You
No.
turn invisible and shrink 9 inches.
Wow!
You're Frodo Baggins!
Oh my god, I Frodo'd.
Wait, how tall does that make you still?
That makes 9 inches. That would make me 4'10".
You're still taller than Rain.
Now the eye of Sauron looks at you.
Your spell does not go off. You turn invisible and shrink 9 inches.
Well,
At least you're invisible now.
yeah, since I'm invisible, I'm gonna like get around behind the wizard.
Weird.
Yep. The wizard does not know where you are. You go and you like Gandalf. You shall not. Poof. Gone. It's just never. In fact, you yell it out, and everyone else, because I know you're passives. You don't hear anything.
just gone.
Hey,
So that's my turn. Incredible.
I can't.
Yeah, wow.
This chaos magic is some shit.
This is ridiculous. It is the wizard's turn. Um, so
Like, I'm kind of upset with myself that I keep forgetting about it, but at the same time, like, this is a lot of fun.
Embrace the chaos. Welcome to
Yeah,
Timora's fold.
embrace the chaos.
Literally, yeah.
No, you have a luck bender of Timora on your side. Embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
So the wizard, aptly confused, looks around. You're gone now. You're gone.
God.
Which is okay.
Oh,
So
could I have used my free action to switch weapons from my staff to my knife?
you can.
Cool, thank you.
So yeah, no, it doesn't know what to do. So it reaches out, and that ghostly hand goes forward and finally breaks the thread, and just the body hits the ground. Doesn't see anything, so all of the remaining 3 zombies will turn bloodbending style, like Yacon, and is going to attack Gelt, Rain, and Alder.
Makes sense.
Why you do this?
Yeah,
I mean, we there at the doorway, so
that's yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's true. That makes sense. All right, it's all coming together.
so against Gelt, that's 22. Against Rain, that's 19. Against Alder, that's 14.
Yep.
Yep.
14. That would hit. I will shield it.
Shield. Okay. So
You hit the big boys.
Geltaruni,
That's me.
you're gonna take 6 points of piercing. Rain, with yours halved, you're gonna take 3 points of piercing.
Cool.
Alder, this trident is about to get you right in the chest, and you put that energy and that reddish green energy now, like a Christmas light of protection, right in front of you, and stops it from piercing through. So that's the wizard's turn. Beholder, it's your move.
I will use my action to use my dragon's breath. Do I have to roll on that? As in the D6?
No, because you're not casting a spell. You've
Okay.
already cast it.
You finally
just
managed
wanted
to
to
get it
clarify.
up, so it works.
Yep.
Sweet.
So,
So I will need dex saves from.
the 3 zombies, and Siren's out of range on this one. She's moved towards the wizard. So Siren, you don't have to make a roll.
Thank you.
That's gonna be a critical fail, a 2, and a natural 20.
Okay, so the 20 will obviously save, and I rolled 7 fire damage on that.
7 fire damage. Okay, let's see. All right, the one that rolled the crit failed. Body burns till there's nothing left to make the fortitude save. The other 2 are still on their feet.
All right. I think I will go ahead and end my turn there. Sweet.
All right, back to the top with Rain.
Cool. Are the 2 remaining zombie lizard folk standing side by side blocking the way?
Indeed, they are.
Got it. Well then, guess what Rain's gonna do? It's punch again with a liar.
Hey.
Reckless.
Ragam.
Wake up.
21 to hit.
A 21 will indeed hit.
And that is 7 points of piercing damage.
Squeak. Squeak.
This time you're not getting like ichor on you. You're getting pulpy bits of flesh, just some bits of scale as whale. Some scales in the shape of whales are starting to stick to you.
Is it still standing in my
It is
way?
indeed. It rolled a 19.
I'm so upset. Is there anything else useful I can do with my bonus action right now? Yeah, there is. I use a bonus action and flex my muscles and close my wounds as I use second wind.
Yeah, Netero style,
Hey.
just slap that thigh and close up that wound.
And I heal myself for 9.
9. All right. That's Rain's turn. Surik. Yeah, Surik's gonna back up. She knows. She knows that this close quarters arrow shooting thing has not worked out in the past. So she's gonna take a step back. Actually, if anything, she'll. Rain and Gelt, how are you guys looking?
Pretty beat up.
I am. I mean, Rain looks pretty fine, to be completely honest, especially
Okay,
with the second win.
that's about right. So, she'll go up and she'll do a cure wounds on you, Gelt, and you will heal for for 6 points of healing.
Every little bit
Thank you.
counts.
Yeah, hey man, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
I always forget that rangers are spellcasters.
True. I also didn't cast any spells, so I'll put a cure wounds on myself too.
Win?
Level.
We're still in combat. What?
Oh, we are. Oh,
Right?
sorry. No, that we.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, it is your turn, so you can use your turn to do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up. So I will go ahead and do a level 1 cure wounds on me.
Okay, go ahead and add that to your health points. Are you gonna stand and deliver?
Yeah. No, I won't move. Yeah, I won't move.
Gotcha. All right. Siren.
Maybe 7. Go.
Kind of startled by this change of pace and acted in instinct in the tail end of her last turn. She almost goes for just some vicious stabs in the back, but she's so hurt right now. She's just gonna she's gonna hold her action until he either tries to move away from her or tries to cast a spell.
Okie dokie. So holding the action. Boy, he's in a what to do here?
What a pickle.
I don't know.
He doesn't even know the pickle he's in.
It's a confusing time to be Rorith right now. What do we do here, buddy? What do you got? Okay. At this late in the game, we'll use bonus actions to make these 2 zombos make their 2 attacks against you boys.
Okay.
Since all their killed the other
Rawr.
one. One does get advantage because I believe. Did you wreck?
I did.
All right. Well, it's a 19 for Rain and a 17 for
hits me.
Gelt.
It does not hit.
It's not hit. All right. So Rain, with it reduced in half, that's going to be 3.
Cool.
It's a tough knock life. It's a hard knock life. Okay. Going to. Yeah. He's gonna start working on a spell. He begins making. He has this book that is. Its script is written in red, and Siren, you're close enough to see it. It's got a black leather bindings with the pages. Roll me a medicine check real quick.
Medicine. That's not
Put
good.
that on to you.
Shit. No, it's only 8.
8. Paper.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna begin doing something. Alder.
As soon as he starts doing that, she's gonna go ahead and use that action to stab him.
Go ahead. Roll with advantage because you're
And she's
invisible.
gonna aim like with her his like lower back so she doesn't like spray blood all over this book. And that was advantage, right?
Mm-hmm. You are invisible.
Beautiful. Hey! Ooh, almost dropped my die. And then did drop it. So with advantage, that's a 23.
23 will do.
Why is it so low? 3 piercing and 2 acid.
Piercing for 5. Okay. Well, shitty. So, goes through and slices right into him, and there's a kind of a convulsion for a bit, and psh, psh, the two threads that are still going break. His concentration is broken.
Yes, Siren.
Beautiful.
Nice. Great job.
Good shit.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it rolled
you.
an 8 on the Constitution save.
Oh.
Well,
Excellent.
nice. Okie dokie.
That's her turn.
Alder. The two lizard folk reanimated puppets fall to the ground. And inside you see Siren with her...
You don't see me, actually.
Oh, you do. You are now
Oh,
visible.
okay. It broke him.
Yes,
Okay.
it did
It was
break.
only regular invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So you see Siren with what's the name of your dagger? I think it's Rinthax's tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Rinthax's tooth, knuckle deep in the back of this. Well, you roll insight as you look at this person.
Let's see what I get. Oh, that's low. Yeah, that's gonna be a 7.
This fucking guy.
Time to die, this fucking guy.
Yeah. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. Well, all right. Well, I'll step into the room and move a little bit to the side just to give the rest of the party a clear way in, and then we're gonna go ahead and firebolt this wizard in front of me.
Go
Do
for
it.
Oh no. Well, first off, I will roll the
Yeah.
d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's another 1. However, that is a crit fail on my firebolt.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
Good fucking God.
That's 11 fire damage.
Siren, you take half of that, rounding down,
Oh,
for 5
that's
points of
true.
fire damage.
Sorry.
As
Oh,
this
she looks so bad.
this fucking guy looks up and sees your firebolt coming and ducks, and Siren just catches it.
A lot of friendly fire in this encounter here.
The deadliest creatures I throw at you guys are yourselves.
Yeah, true.
It's true. It's
So,
true.
that's Alder's turn. Back to the top with Rain.
I said I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I run in, get right next to the wizard, and he needs to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
You did call this.
Oh, you did.
It's true.
Like a fucking shot in the pool.
Motherfucking nat 20 for 26.
Yeah,
No.
you have him restrained.
And he takes 4 points of magical bludgeoning damage as it's initiated.
Gotcha.
And yeah, his speed is 0. He is grappled by me. Yep. That's my turn.
Gotcha. Then it is Surik. You're looking rough, Siren. So she'll run in and she'll give you a healing, cure wounds.
Bless. Yeah, I looked really bad.
Uh, and you will take 9 points of healing,
Oh, glorious.
and then she'll back up and
Oh,
back up out of there.
wonderful.
Geltarino.
Alright. We still have one in front of us here in this doorway, right?
No, all the undead
No,
are dead.
okay,
They went
cool.
away. The concentration broke.
Now it's Wizard's turn. Can I get in close towards the wizard?
You can.
He's grappled, so yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he is grappled.
I've got him in my meaty claws.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to hit my boy again.
Just make the attack.
Alrighty, I'll have more faith from my battle buddy.
Because otherwise you're not going to do anything, and then I'm probably going to get a spell cast in my face.
True. So the first one's going to be a 23.
23 will do.
The second one's going to be a 19.
A 19 will also do.
Cool.
And you know this man to be the undead.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Rain and Gelt, before you roll damage, roll me
Oh, yeah.
insight checks.
Sure. 15?
15.
And a 13.
13. Rain, not ringing any bells. Gelt,
Got it.
you recognize who this is.
Who is
Last time- This is Rorith, the red wizard who was in the necropolis.
That's right.
The
That's
last time you
right.
saw him, Kalimvora had put her hand through his chest and crushed his heart.
He should be dead.
Yeah, he should not be
Oh,
here
you
either.
you saw him dead for sure.
Mhm.
Getting
Put
a
him
heart
down.
crush usually does that.
Put him
all right.
down. You gonna smite him?
Yes, I am. I'll just do the level 1 smite on him because I rolled 2 attacks. So let's see. It's a... Okay. Okay.
And remember, your smite will do 3d8 because he's undead. Or I'm assuming he's undead, though.
So it's going to be 17.
Is technically yes.
Okay, so 3d8.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So was that 17 your weapon damage?
Yeah, it was.
Got it. So roll your radiant.
All right, so that's going to be 12 radiant damage.
17, 12,
29.
that's 29.
And that was both attacks? You only did one smite?
Yeah, I only did 1 smite.
Cool.
Oh, because I can't... Oh, can I double smite?
You can smite on each attack. Or can you only do it once per round, or can you do it for every single hit? I can never
I'm
remember.
pretty sure you can do it as long as you've got the slots for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Wild. Okay, well, no, then I'll just do the 1, but on future, I will keep that. That's powerful.
I mean, you're sacrificing spell slots slip for it, so...
Well, how do
Yeah.
you want to do this, Gil?
Oh!
Yes. As the divine strike hits him, I would say hopefully this is the one that makes sure you rest, and he will just crumble downwards as it just slashes open. Because I'm guessing Raglian's holding him from the back, so I just want to slash him across the chest, and after that divine light surges outwards, they'll just crumple downwards.
His body goes not limp, but completely rigid. And he moves no more. There's this exhale from his book. As it and the black of the book leaves the room and dissipates. You're out of initiative.
Am I still covered in spiders?
They're in you.
For the next 40 seconds,
Gross.
you feel that sensation, but after the completion of a minute, the sensation stops.
Well, Rain basically, until he feels them no longer on his body, just like goes into a corner and separates himself from the rest of the group.
I feel violated.
Oh yeah, like the crawling, the psychosomatic, the trauma of having this happen might never leave you. So after it appears as no more damage is happening to you, and after a minute, the spiders, whatever ones that weren't on your skin or running around, seem to have disappeared.
Ugh. I don't know if that makes me feel much better. Just spiders inside that just magically disappear. I don't know.
I'm upset.
Well, gonna take a look at the book.
Yes, you can. You pick up the book, and you're expecting to see, alchemical symbols. You've seen all their spell book. You've seen other spell book. In fact, you remember Rorith's last spell book. This one, though, all the pages are blank. And as you go through it, there's for just a second, looking back at you through the book, you see the bleached color of a skull. Green energy pools in the hollow sockets where its eyes once were. And you make eye contact with it. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. 14.
14. You hear in your head, "Well done, Siren. I could show you many things. Many wonderful things." And you feel this compulsion to hold on to this book.
She does.
You kind of nod and just absentmindedly put it in your pack. And then it's like when you've been in a movie theater and you walk out into the lights and suddenly it's just like, oh, whew, everything's brighter. You have that sensation even though there haven't been any lights besides the kind of alchemical glow from every room. So, but it's very much that sensation as you. Oh, hi, Mark.
Boo.
Siren does thank Sarek for healing her. That was scary in there.
Yeah,
Alder just kind of. Oh,
no,
sorry.
Go for it, Alder.
I was gonna say Alder just kind of looks Siren up and down and just, Siren, what happened?
She remembers.
You are still small, I believe, right?
It's
Oh, wait,
I imagine it's just more of that chaos. I tried to cast a thunder wave because I was trapped in there, and this happened, and also I was invisible for a moment. So it seems to be getting a little intense, perhaps is the word.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, which is now way lower, and then he's more comfortable with. If anyone gets it right now, I do.
You do.
Rain lets out a sigh and says, "Still the shortest in the party, son of a bitch."
I feel like a rest is in order.
Yeah, if we have a room with a door that we can close right here,
Yeah.
then we might as well clear out bodies and take a short rest, I think.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you can do so. Alder, make me an investigation check.
I was going to ask to do such as we do that. Not hot though. That is only a 10.
10. There were a good bit of research notes in here. In fact, you can find many of them. Unfortunately, due to Siren's thunder waves, since they were not held down, all of the lab equipment and notes in this room took the full brunt of that thunder wave.
Oh,
And
dang.
unfortunately has destroyed
I'm sorry.
any of the research notes that were in here.
Darn. Well, that wasn't the main objective. So,
We
obviously.
we still have your Ash's personal quarters to get to still, if I'm not mistaken, unless that was that.
No. You know that um, his personal quarters at the very top.
Got it.
Yeah.
However,
We've still got one more chance. So,
on the body of Rorith, whilst all the research in here is, has been destroyed, ruined, on Rorith's person, he does have a component pouch filled with everything a wizard could want, a scroll of dispel magic, 50-foot coil of silken rope,
ooh, that's the good stuff.
and 200 gold pieces
Nice.
Very nice.
of Thayan minted gold.
And he'll kind of like tap around with the scroll, and he'll be like, "Actually, I already kind of know this one. So if anybody wants something handy on him, it's all yours."
I think that Siren might be the
Yeah, I
only other
think
person
I'll-
capable of
I'll
using
hold
it.
on to it. That way I
Sure.
won't have to prepare it if I want it.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Dispel magic is technically a bard spell. Bards, clerics, druids, paladins, sorcerers, warlock, wizards.
Oh, I
and
guess
would
everybody. Oh yeah, everybody can learn
everybody
it.
could use that one. So
So,
just it can definitely still go to Siren, but just as a point of order, everybody in this party minus Surik can use it. So
I'd say it makes the most sense to give it to Rain.
not a bad
the
person to
the
hold it.
only thing is that you can use it guaranteed, Siren, and I have to make an ability check. I can't cast third level spells.
Oh, right. Okay, then I will hold on to it.
Cool.
And it would be the same for our paladin, yeah.
So, you guys do, check over everything. Have there are plenty of doors for you. You think about it, and the hallway that is kind of collapsed leading out of this area matches the hallway that you saw leaving the area you guys rested in last time. If we look at the map, that it should make more sense now. Since Jacob has work at 4, I think this is a perfect place to call it for tonight.
Cool.
So
So we'll
call
take
it
our
there.
short rest and call it a session.
Yep, everybody go ahead and let's get your hit die stuff taken care of now.
Okay.
I'll make
Yeah, I
it
do need to heal up. So
Yeah, I am just spending one of my barbarian die, and that gets me back up to 5 below max. And I get back my second wind.
And I will be using one of my wizard die, which gets me all the way back to full health. So I'm at 3d6 on my hit dice right now.
I used all of mine and got back up to 41.
Alright, used all of his hit die.
And I used 3 of mine to get back up to 35, so I have 1 left.
Oh, and before we actually start the rest, or I guess technically during it, because everything kicks into effect afterwards, can I use my warlock spell slot to cast a cure wounds on Gelt?
You may.
And then I get it back after the rest. Gotta love being a warlock.
That's good shit.
Well, gotta love being a warlock with cure wounds, excuse me.
Yes.
That is going to be another 7 points of healing for you, Gelt.
Cool, I'm all the way back up to the top.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I remembered
Nice.
that. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, that will be... Unless Sirik is spending some hit dice, I think, that session then.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that I would have more. I was like, oh, you guys wait. Nope. Thunderwave.
Nope, we got a
Never
time
mind.
limit.
Yep, unfortunately.
So
I will be off work at like 10 tonight, though, if you want to play some Among Us.
I will definitely think about it. But yep. All right. That is session 32.
Woo!
Oof.
Good job
GG.
not dying, guys.
Almost.
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was we were lucky that was our first fight of the day for how intense it was.
Yeah.
Because we were
Yeah.
fully stocked.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
This train is not over. And imagine, you guys could have fought in the lizard folk first, and then done this.
Oh man, like
that would have been the real rough outcome.
we would have been
Oh,
fucked.
the power of diplomacy.
Yeah. Oh man. Goodbye, stream. Thanks for watching.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, Dad. See you later, future Dom, who's gonna listen to this and take notes. I hope it was better and we didn't do that thing that we're trying not to do. Adios.